Hey everyone, Brian from Three Geeky Dads here. Before we begin tonight's episode, I just want everyone to know that we are now sponsored by Audible. As an IT professional for a school department, I find myself behind the wheel of my car traveling between schools almost all day long, and that's where Audible comes in. Right now, I'm enjoying listening to Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, read by Stephen Fry. It's so enjoyable to hear this hilarious audiobook read by a proper British comic actor. And that's just scratching the surface. Audible is the leading provider of spoken word content, with everything from bestsellers, celebrity memoirs, and news to podcasts. Yes, if you're into podcasts, and you're listening to us right now, so we can assume you do, Audible has got you covered. Just go to www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial today. That's www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial. You'll get 1 credit, 2 credits if you're already an Amazon Prime member. That's good for any premium selection titles you like, and they're yours to keep. You also get the Audible Plus catalog of podcasts, audiobooks, guided wellness, and Audible originals. Listen all you want. No credits needed. Again, that's www.audibletrial.com/3GD. $14.95 a month after your 30-day trial. Cancel at any time. Audible. Stay informed, connected, and inspired. And now, on with the show.
Warning, incoming dad joke. Warning, incoming dad joke.
Hey guys, what do you call a cow that gets stuck in a twister?
I have no idea. What?
A milkshake.
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
because the milk and the...
That's what they called Woody Allen in high school.
Yeah, no one called them that.
Milkshake.
They called them other things, but we can't say them on
He
the
brought
show.
all the boys to the yard, too.
Hey.
Don't shake him, he's lactose intolerant.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
It was like a pink nightmare.
Christmas as in Yule log. Not a log, I don't have a log.
All that I have, all that I've learned, everything I feel, all this and more I bequeath you, my son.
Your father was Frankenstein, and your mother was the lightning.
We named the dog Indiana.
I am your father.
Do you have a milk? I prefer a milkshake. Sounds pretty good, right?
I love
now.
milkshakes.
It does.
It's too
Especially
cold
a
for
boozy one.
No, it's never too cold for a
Boozy
milkshake.
shakes.
I want that $5 shake from Pulp Fiction, the one Uma Thurman.
Every shake is $5 now. So
That's true. That's a good point.
yeah, that's right.
You're in luck, Mark.
You got your pick.
That's true. So the $5 shake in Pulp Fiction would be like what, $20?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Inflation.
Yeesh.
Inflation, man, it hits everything.
So the ones you get at Cold Stone.
Right. Oh, Cold Stone.
Cold Stone. I don't need to get fatter. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bad enough it's eggnog season, you know.
Oh, I know.
Christmas milk.
Christmas milk.
Christmas milk. That's good.
My friend Scott makes pancakes out of it or waffles.
Oh,
and
that
shit.
sounds
Yeah,
delicious.
yeah.
Oh,
Eggnog, that
interesting.
up, it's
How come we don't have Scott on anymore?
I don't know. Sorry, Scott.
Scott, bring us on. Make
Come
some
on.
pancakes.
Yeah, just for that, though.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Now we're using him for his eggnog.
Ew.
Phrasing.
Yeah, that sounds.
I told
dirty.
Liam and Mara that eggnog comes from reindeers. It's the
Well,
milk.
why
that-
not?
Like we get regular milk from cows.
Christmas
we get,
milk.
Yeah,
I was right.
Yeah. So
Weird.
spot on.
That's weird.
And I think bologna comes from reindeer meat.
I hope they don't repeat that at school.
I love that bologna's bologna's just a really big hot dog. That's all bologna is.
I hope it doesn't come up at school and they're like, what? Your dad told you what?
We're going to have a conversation.
I send them a letter.
A sternly worded one.
We're going to call your dad down to the principal.
Well, that concludes the food portion of our show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another glorious episode of Three Geeky Dads, the show that has everybody saying we're not in Kansas anymore, but goddamn, we wish we were, because then we wouldn't have to listen to these guys. I'm working without Annette, so take what you can get. And
How is
I
she?
don't know how she is. I knew you were going to say.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I am
go-to.
Mark, and with me, as always, are the Tin Man and Lion and my Scarecrow.
Oh, I like that one. I'm Derek.
I'm the Tin Man.
And joining us, as always, to say F you to math and the accuracy of of our show title. The dog all the ladies want to pet and put in their basket. Toto. I mean Tito.
Nice.
You like
Very
that?
clever.
See
That
what
was
I
all
did
on the
your
fly.
name?
That was nice.
Yeah, that's on the
Very
fly,
good.
Tito.
Sharp, very sharp.
I'm a genius. I'm a
for sure.
Genesis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wordsmith.
it was a brilliant antidote, wasn't it? Oh,
He's a Guinness.
I'm a Guinness. I'm a lager.
Oh, the lager beer.
Oh, the lager beer. Hey, speaking of beer, by no way, it is the holiday season is upon us. Well, first of all, before we get into that, how was everybody? Did everybody have a nice Thanksgiving?
We did.
Yes.
Yep.
Eat a lot
Very
of
quiet.
turkey, stuffing, watch a lot of football.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the above.
that.
I am rooting for Detroit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I would love to
Definitely.
see Detroit.
I think
Yeah.
my father and I were talking about this. We were watching the game. We feel that the Detroit Lions
Long
are
overdue.
due.
They have
Long
a
overdue.
chance, too.
Yeah,
They're playing
so-
phenomenally. So.
I would like to, with your permission, fellows, that we support Detroit.
I'm all for that.
Officially,
Yeah, we're
officially
rooting for
sponsored by the.
Yeah.
by
I don't
Three
know the
Geeky Dads.
fantasy football
The
stats.
Pats have been officially eliminated, so
They
what else
are.
do
The
we
Pats
got?
are gone. The Pats are going to go back and make stupid commercials for Subway or whatever the fuck they do.
Subway.
Yeah, do they
Be
still
fresh.
do that? Does
I
Subway
don't fucking
still
know.
do sports athletes?
Probably.
Has Happy Gilmore lied to me? I know at one
I
point.
think
You know,
they still
I think
do.
they only hire the winners.
That's true.
People only want to see
Mahomes
winners.
did a Subway
Yeah,
commercial.
and
I know
Jared.
Yeah, and
that.
Jared. Jared was a winner.
Jared.
He was a
Don't
winner.
even say it. Because
He
I
was
know
a
what
winner
you-
for being a
Jared,
big
much
loser.
like Woody Allen.
Fucking Jared. I like Detroit. They probably should have went to the Super Bowl last year, but they're too stupid to get out of their own way.
Do you think they got a shot this year?
100%. They're
All
even
right.
better than they were before.
Well,
They
let's
still have
hope
the same coach, though.
Who do you think
unfortunately.
they're going to face?
Oh,
What's your pick?
It's got to be
on the
KC.
AFC?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Kansas
they're hard to
City
beat.
and Detroit.
I like to think Baltimore could, but they're too stupid to get out of their own
Yeah.
way, too, so it probably would be KC.
I hate Baltimore.
Oh, you know what? You just reminded me, and now I do have a geek flag. Awesome.
Excellent.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
Baltimore, John Waters. It's all
You're
clicking.
welcome. Yeah, that's
It's not Baltimore, is it?
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Remember Ray Lewis? I know. All right. That's the sports portion of our,
There we
our
go.
show.
Sports portion
So it is
of
the
our
holiday
show.
season. We actually got a little snow on the ground last night.
That's right, we did.
Yeah, it was pretty-
Dusting.
More tomorrow.
Right. So we're in the holiday season, and what better way to open up the holiday season than by talking about tornadoes?
That's right.
Absolutely anything.
Nothing will fuck up
Anything.
your holiday more.
Than a tornado?
Oh, for sure.
For sure. So we are
And we're
going-
not talking about hyped up kids coming into a room.
No,
Yeah.
that's a fun tornado.
Is it though?
Yeah. No, not really. Would you rather face a kid-nado?
Or an F5. I don't know. I think I'd probably want an F5.
We are talking about the long-awaited sequel. Is it a sequel to
I would say
Twister?
sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's a sequel.
I don't know what the
I don't
hell
think it's
it
a
was.
remake.
It was 2 hours long. That's what I know.
not a
Yeah, 2 hours. Over 2 hours. Way outside Tito's window.
It was like 2 hours and like 2 minutes.
Yeah, so that's long, like a tornado.
Yeah.
And
Same as the original Star Wars, A New Hope. 2 hours and 2
I mean,
minutes.
they won't
Are you
stop
kidding
making
me?
2-hour-long movies, man.
What was it? 2 hours and 12. Anyway.
Star Wars was 2 hours? I
Yeah.
feel like that movie flies right by.
Well, it did.
It flew on a ship.
Waka
Right.
Waka.
Right down a
Waka.
trench and into an exhaust board.
So it is a long-awaited sequel. I guess people were waiting for this, and so
You just claimed that.
Well,
it was.
so for years, Bill
do you know?
Paxton was trying to get a sequel made.
oh, good.
Ah.
Thank you.
And he had it planned, and he was.
Rest in
They
peace.
were.
Yeah.
They ended up getting a deal, and then it fell through or something, and he ended up dying. So they kind of scrapped it. I don't know who started talking about.
Doing it.
the one that
But
they
Helen
made,
Hunt
but-
was still
But
around.
and Helen Hunt.
Nobody wanted Helen Hunt?
Hunt had an idea. Apparently, she had pitched an idea for a sequel, and they didn't take it. They didn't like it. So, and then when they offered her a cameo in this movie, she
Said no.
said no.
Good for her.
Because I think they were probably going to play off one of the characters being related to her or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Was she
I
gonna be the
assume
mom?
that she
Tie
might
it
have-
in.
Was she gonna be the mom?
or she's like
thinking
the
she was
yeah.
a Tierney's
or
character?
she's like their hero.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, maybe Mauritania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
She was. I don't,
no,
before we
go ahead,
on,
go ahead, keep going.
She was just at Rhode Island Comic Con.
Laura
she was,
Tierney?
No,
Or
Helen Hunt.
Oh.
And she was doing a
Really?
panel on Friday night, and she was doing a Q&A and then a screening of the original Twister.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
What,
Yeah.
Twister?
Twister.
Yeah, it was a good, fun movie.
Yeah, it's great.
It's good.
It's good. It's
good.
So
It's good.
It's good.
I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. So that's what we're talking about tonight. But before we get into the main
Twister.
chorus with tornadoes and and people with weird faces. Brian, our own tornado of tamales and tomato paste. There it is. Brian on the fly, Tito.
You didn't mention tacos.
I was thinking
tacos. Tacos would have been good.
Tamales.
Tamales is close,
Is
but
more
you get that corn
inventive.
husk.
Everybody goes to tacos.
Get that corn husk.
You get that corn husk in there. It
Well,
just turns me right off.
Sorry. The culinary captain of corn husks, Brian Ramsey, has prepared a yummy appetizer to start us off.
Yeah,
Brian.
I do.
No.
Red meat, we crave sustenance.
Guys, we are not invading my aunt.
Food.
Hey, we're absolutely not going.
Okay, so welcome to the Suck Zone, gentlemen. Tonight, we're going to be taking a look at Twisters, the recent sequel to the 1996 summer blockbuster Twister. Both films feature lead characters who don't know how to heed warnings and seek shelter. No, they just love to drive their pickup truck straight into a tornado. If this seems like a really bad decision to you, you're absolutely right. It is. And that got us thinking, what are some other movies that we like that are full of people making bad decisions?
All right. You're starting us
I'm
off,
starting us
Derek.
off?
Yeah.
I got to figure out which one. I'm going to say, all right, so I hate in any action movie when there's a ton of people, fighting one person, the main character, and they all just take turns. Like, why would you just let them fight you one-on-one? The whole point of being in a big group is that you have the numbers and you can use that, and it happens too often. So,
Can I
Interesting.
gangs are stupid.
interject for 1 second? I think I misunderstood the assignment.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I took it
picked
as
movies
a character doing something dumb in a movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I'll be.
if they
I'll be
hadn't done
damned.
something
We could still
stupid-
do that.
Oh.
You can.
Like
You know what?
something else might
Not like
have-
tropes that.
Not
Yeah.
like
I did not
tropes.
use the word tropes. I meant boneheaded. I just said
Yeah.
boneheaded
Yeah,
decisions.
so I was thinking movies where people make
I
dumb
And you
was-
mentioned like Jaws, and I was like, oh, okay, like going in
Yeah,
the water.
but like
Yeah.
I said, like cloning or you know what? There are no wrong answers in this show, so you pick what you have. Because
Okay.
Something, hold on.
no, it's fine.
No, I
Because the
will.
boneheaded decision of this character is going to
Yeah.
be something I'm sure other characters do. So we'll just
that's
go with
possible.
that. We'll fly with that. What do you?
I'm trying to think. of
Eric, I
something.
did the same thing you did.
You did?
Yes.
Like
Perfect.
like a
Yeah.
trope.
Like trope.
Okay.
Things that
Okay.
drive
You
me
like-
nuts.
You know when I
yours.
pick movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
you picked
Yeah.
movies.
This is the smart
Yeah.
side of the table. All right.
And we're the dumb side.
Even though it was Mark's idea. I was like, man, I love this idea so much. And
Yeah.
I was racking my brain and
I
racking my brain.
I thought I
too.
made
I
it.
totally
I thought
misunderstood
I
it.
made it clear.
Oh, sorry.
And I guess I
misunderstood
didn't. Well,
the
to-
assignment too.
You know what's funny? I
Two
was thinking
out of two
tropes at one
dads.
point.
Yeah.
Brian, what did you do?
Brian,
What
what's
did you
yours?
pick?
So
Let's
I can't wait to hear
Let's
yours.
do
I
character and trope. How about that?
Okay.
We'll
Sure.
come
Come
back,
back
to
to
you.
me.
All
All
right.
right.
Thank
Okay.
Well, I picked a movie because it's full of dumb decisions. It's called Pain and Gain. It's
with The Rock
2013.
and-
Michael
yeah.
Bay with The Rock and Mark
Wahlberg,
Wahlberg.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
They play a couple of bodybuilders in Florida. They get caught up in a extortion ring and a kidnapping scheme, and everything goes horribly wrong because they are just too fucking dumb. Speaking of too dumb to get out of their own way, they make the absolute wrongest decisions, and it just spirals out of control. I'm not a huge Michael Bay fan. I love this freaking
Yeah,
movie.
it's fun. It's a
This
fun
is
movie.
a fun.
It looks
fun
really nice too.
Movie.
It's got that
yeah.
like, Tony Scott sepia look.
It
to
really
it.
does. It looks like To Live and Die in L.A.
Yeah.
It's got that look to it. Yeah.
So I've seen this in other movies. Suicide Kings comes to
Suicide
mind.
Kings is another one.
People
that's a
people
good one.
kidnapping when they don't have experience
Yeah.
in kidnapping.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not meant
Fargo.
to do it.
Right.
Right.
Fargo.
Right.
Fargo's another one.
I
Yeah.
think those guys were actually the professionals, which is even sadder.
I know, right?
They're fun though.
Yeah.
Wisconsin professional.
Yeah.
or North Dakota, right? North
Minnesota?
Fargo,
Fargo, North Dakota.
Dakota?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
They're Mac and me professionals.
they're from out the plains, don't you know?
Oh, gosh darn it. How about you,
Oh, that
Tito?
sure is a lot of blood.
So mine is so specific. It's from White Men Can't Jump.
Oh.
Oh,
And
all
I
right.
think about this every time I watch the movie. It makes me so angry. Billy not telling Gloria Sydney is the reason she got onto Jeopardy.
Oh.
I think it's such a dumb move.
Wow. I can't put that to just a common trope.
Yeah,
That's
she has
very
to.
specific.
She says you decide one or the other, and he says, "Well, I owe you and I owe him," but he won't tell her that he owes him because he got you on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
That should fix all of our problems. I got to do one last basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
It kills me every time I watch the movie.
Yeah.
Because they should be together in the end. So that was my bonehead.
You know what?
Very, very.
That's right.
Maneuver.
Because if you got on Jeopardy, let me go play the king and the
Yeah.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's. I never thought of that.
It bugs me every time I see
Well,
it.
he's an idiot. He's not too bright in the movie.
No.
Bonehead move.
It is a bonehead move.
Yeah.
Can you think of a trope, like off the fly, like off your head, something that you see in movies that just drives you nuts?
No.
Can be anything. We can come back to you. if you
Yeah,
want.
please do.
All right.
Did you want me to?
Go for it.
All right.
What's a trope you hate?
In a horror movie, when they run upstairs instead of out of the house, it's like, where you gonna go?
Classic.
Where you
that's
gonna
the other-
go?
Yeah, like
That's true.
everything that happens in any horror movie.
Yep.
But now, what if the house is like surrounded? What if there's more than one killer and they have to go upstairs because there's no other route?
All right.
Is that acceptable?
That
Not
would
to-
be
not
that
to
would be an
shat on your
exception, but
theory.
that doesn't normally happen. In
It
a horror
doesn't.
movie.
No, especially in the old school slasher films.
It's usually one-on-one.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one.
Instead of trying to make their way out of the house, they go upstairs where there's nowhere to go.
Right.
I'll hide in my bedroom closet. He'll never find me there.
And it's one of those closets where you can see everything.
Oh yeah,
It's
the
like
slats, the
what do you call
louvered
it?
doors.
Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis. I didn't
Yeah.
know the name of them.
Yeah,
I was going to
louvers.
say Venetian blinds, but that's
Well,
not
you're
it at
close.
all. They're ribbed. They're ribbed for
pleasure.
Oh my.
little slots. You can see through the slots.
That's what she said.
Mine is cloning dinosaurs.
Ah,
Yeah,
All right,
that's-
there should not be. How many movies are there now?
8.
8,
Six.
6. There shouldn't be.
There was a one
5 or 6.
Yeah, 6.
Six.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go several.
6, and then there's a new one.
Right.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be made.
There
Is it
should
really?
not
Yeah.
be
Was it
several
Jurassic
movies.
Universe?
Jurassic Planet.
That's right. Planet
Well, they went
first.
to
You know,
Jurassic
I think
World.
there
They
is
got to
a
think
movie
bigger
called
than Planet.
Jurassic Planet. Jurassic.
They
Milky
went
Way?
from Jurassic Park to World. Now they got to think bigger.
That's true.
Jurassic
Universe.
Jurassic Solar System.
Bunch of T-Rexes just kind of floating around in space. But you shouldn't have several movies cloning.
Right.
You should figure this out after the first one. It's a bad idea.
Too many clones.
And if you go with the sequel, yeah, they got to go to the island where they don't have fences. Fine. But come on, really? How many times a week? Jeff Goldblum says it best. Ooh, that's how it always starts. But later is running and screaming.
They
And
had just listened.
yeah, and they're still fucking doing it. And Jurassic World pisses me off because they not only do it, but they combine the two worst dinosaurs you could possibly put together and put them together, a T-Rex and a raptor, and the stupid Uber Rex or whatever the hell it's called, I don't remember, that can camouflage for some reason. And they thought it was a good idea. So I guess scientists doing stupid stuff would be a trope.
Doing
Oh, yeah.
science.
But something that bugs me even more
Doing
are people
science.
that swim with sharks
In the real world?
in the real world.
In the real world, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
in
don't think people
movies
should swim with
especially,
sharks
because it
either.
never goes well in movies. There's not one shark movie where they go down in a cage and good things happen. And, we know shark movies exist in these movies. Everybody has seen Jaws. They talk about seeing Jaws in these movies, yet they still get into a cage and think, wouldn't it be great if we went down 47 meters and swam with the ultimate apex predator? That's just a dumb
He said the
frickin'
name of the
thing.
movie.
I did.
I got one and I stole it from the internet.
Do it up.
Okay.
When people order beer in a movie but don't say what kind
Yeah.
of beer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
just ask for beer.
Yeah, I'll have a beer.
Yeah.
I'll have a wine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Or the usual. The usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the usual. 'cause
Well, that
then
makes
it's like,
sense,
all right,
'cause
that
they
makes
know,
sense that
yeah.
they ordered that. And the
Yeah.
person-
But I want to
They've been here a lot.
Right.
The barfly is back.
And I've got a bonehead. You made me think. Nedry. If Nedry hadn't done what he did, if he hadn't sold out, then the park would have opened. It would have been fine. Things
Yeah.
would have been great.
No, it wouldn't.
And they would have made all kinds of money. Yes, it would have.
It still would have
Yes,
gone
it
wrong.
wouldn't have. No.
They had raptors.
They-
the raptors
That's
would have
the
fucked
only reason why
everything
anything
out.
happened was because the fences were off, and the fences were off because Nedry shut them off.
And
Think
you
about that one
if
too.
he had stayed
Why didn't he just
around,
wait till tomorrow and just be like, hey guys, I can't do it tonight. It's raining.
right?
Can I
know the whole boat thing. Like everybody's gonna miss the boat.
Everybody's going to miss the boat.
Can
Can't
I
we just wait
interject
till tomorrow?
something on that? Wouldn't the boneheaded thing have been to hire Nedry in the first place? I mean, the guy has an attitude.
I mean, yeah. If you go
problem. He's
further
a
back in
slob
time in
at
the
his
time
desk.
continuum, it'd probably
I
be
feel
better.
like-
Well, who else is there? Samuel Jackson? You think Samuel Jackson's character
No,
would
but
flop?
on planet Earth, I'm sure there are other computer experts who are probably more professional.
Oh, you're just saying hiring Nedry.
Hiring Nedry in
for
general,
John Hammond to have done it.
Yeah,
but
like he's
but
an
like Nedry
excellent judge of
said,
character.
but like Nedry said,
he's the best.
You know, do you know any other hacker that can program 16 lines of blah 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 whatever?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't
Like,
know.
That's why he's
yes,
such
he
a
does.
prick.
He does. No,
Yeah.
no. Hammond doesn't know.
No, well,
No, he had no idea. But he must have friends. Somebody's got. He's got to know somebody who knows a guy.
I just love how everything is. Hammond spares no expense on anything else,
Right.
but he's only got one IT guy for the entire.
and apparently he
fucking
doesn't
part.
pay him well.
No, and he doesn't pay him well, which is why.
Debts.
Which is why he turned to the dark side.
I want to know what his debts were. What was he spending?
Yeah,
all his
okay,
money
Dad.
on? What was he spending his money on?
Ice cream and cookies.
The
Yeah.
vending machines.
The vending
Yeah, the vending
Buying
machine.
Nedry, check the vending machines. And probably porn.
Yeah,
Early
women,
early 90s porn.
Costa Rican women.
Oh,
You know when he goes on shore leave.
Booger sugar? Prostitutes?
It's definitely
Prostitutes and booger
it's
sugar.
definitely a boneheaded move. But I
Nedry-
still think the park would have failed.
Yeah.
Something would have happened. I know you didn't say the magic word. You were gonna keep going until
I was
someone
just
said
like he
it, right?
does. Sick of this hacker shit.
I hear Nedry's pretty mean to the hookers though. Like he's
I
always
believe
yelling at him saying, you know, stick, stupid, when he pointing to his junk, you know. Like,
Oh, you guys.
That's good.
Don't get cheap on me. Don't get cheap on me, hooker.
that was Yolanda's mistake.
That was Yolanda's mistake.
2 weeks ago, we did Star Wars Dirty Lines. Now we're doing the Jurassic Park Dirty
That's
Lines.
right. Oh, we got to do a
Oh, yeah.
3GD Jurassic Park. Each time I
We haven't
watch
done
this
any of them,
movie,
have we?
I know.
no, we haven't. We talked about the first one.
Yeah, we talked about the
Yeah.
Did we?
twice. We
Yeah, 'cause I was
forgot
on
we
an
talked
episode.
about it. Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
Talked
we
about it.
re-talked about it again with Tito.
Yeah.
We can always go back
Yeah.
to the Jurassic Park movies.
It's forever in our hearts.
Yeah, but the more times I watch the original and every time I talk with you guys about it, you guys point out even more plot holes, and you guys are 100% right.
It's still a fun movie.
It is a fun movie,
is.
but so easy to avoid. Any runners up? Up on things, characters, or people, or tropes that you can
when
think
people
of?
don't say goodbye when they hang up the phone, everybody like always hangs up the phone on people.
Oh, that's funny.
They don't. There's no like, oh hey, we'll talk to you later. Bye. No. Also, when villains tell the heroes that they're not so different, there's always a speech about how they're not so.
Oh,
different.
what about
when they
the
tell
speech
them they're
itself?
playing.
Right.
The entire
In general,
monologue
yeah.
is like giving the hero time to escape
Yeah,
as
the
this guy's like
premature
monologuing.
I was watching The Last Boy Scout last night, and the big bad villain there, the Stallions owner, is like talking about, I'm not going to tell you where the sniper is, but let's just say he's in a highly enlightened position. And I'm like, why would you fucking tell him anything?
Yeah.
When Bruce Willis is like, where's the shooter? Just be like, I ain't telling you shit. Bang.
Yeah.
Bad guys are very dumb in action movies. I've noticed this. I've been watching a lot of action movies lately, and that's going to pertain to my geek
Pertain?
flag. It's going to pertain to it.
I've got another movie. This one's After Hours from 1985. It's a Martin Scorsese movie starring Griffin Dunn and Rosanna
I've
Arquette.
been wanting to watch that lately.
It's very good.
I haven't
It's very
seen this
good.
one.
But it's full of
It is.
bad decisions. He meets Griffin Dunn meets Rosanna Arquette in a coffee shop, and he agrees to go to her apartment one night
Well, that's your first
in
mistake.
Soho in New York, and everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
Everything goes wrong. He just makes a ton of bad decisions, and he has the worst night of his life. Yeah.
So pretty much like every character in a Martin Scorsese movie.
Kind of,
makes
yeah.
A bad decision.
Yeah.
That's a good
Or every
that's a good
night
role
for
for Griffin Dunn.
Yeah.
I'm Henry
Yeah.
Hill.
That
Don't do
kinda-
drugs.
Yeah.
I'm going to do
No,
drugs.
it was a very good movie.
I think I saw a trailer.
I also got another one, but I'll go.
No, go ahead.
No, keep going.
You want me to
Spit 'em out, man.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil. All the college preppy kids. How many bad decisions did they make?
They made them all. They made them all.
I think it's some kind of suicide pact. He ran headfirst into my wood chipper.
That's true. That movie gets away with it, though.
Oh,
'cause
that's a great movie.
It's so brilliant.
Full of bad decisions. Oh my God, we got to cover that movie someday. Tucker and Dale.
Yeah,
I love that
we
cast.
can,
I
for
love that
sure.
movie.
That's a great movie. We should talk about it. Any others?
Yes, another very specific one from a movie that I absolutely love called Carlito's Way. Spoilers if you've never seen it.
I haven't.
We watched that. You showed me that movie.
Yeah. Carlito has the opportunity to kill a Benny Blanco, and as much as I I hate to see John Leguizamo die in a movie. He doesn't, and he lets him live, and then at the end of the movie, as he's about to escape, Benny Blanco kills him.
Right.
And it breaks my heart every time. And as much as I don't condone murder, he probably should have killed him.
Yeah.
I'm all right with somebody shooting
Bonehead
John
move.
Leguizamo, actually.
It should have happened, but it doesn't. So
Luigi.
it cost Carlito his life.
It did.
It was
Still a
just
good
his
movie,
way.
though.
That was just his way, man.
That's Carlito.
But it wasn't his way.
This is the Carlito way.
We're trying to change his ways. It's a great movie. It's very good.
All right.
I think does that cover it?
I think so.
All right, awesome. I'm sure there are plenty more. If you guys out there listening know of some, leave some in our comment section, man.
And if you guys followed the instructions on the assignment, we would have had more.
That's right. That's right.
I know.
My
My brain
assignment.
For two.
Yeah, it was your assignment. No, I'm saying
Right.
this is you talking to me and Tito.
That's
Yeah,
Well,
we should have followed the directions.
it was an open-ended syllabus. Whatever you. It's
Is that the right term? Syllabus. That's
it's a syllabus. Curriculum.
Curriculum.
Syllabus.
Syllabus,
Curriculum. Yeah, that's the right
yeah,
term.
okay.
Not everything is antidote, I do know what some words mean. Not many.
What does baffled mean?
What does
Not everything's
baffled?
antidote?
Not everything's an antidote. You missed it. I meant to say I still can't say it right. Anecdote. Like Anakin Skywalker. And I said antidote.
Yeah.
Like a moron.
Were you not here that day?
You weren't here. That was the one he missed.
Oh, that was okay.
That was the one he missed. Hey, if you want to hear that episode,
Derek, go back to.
remind me to work you into that later.
All right.
That's how it works.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Brian's working it out.
There's a bathroom in there for that.
Yes, right near the piano.
Great appetizers, everybody. Shall we get to the main course?
Main course.
Hey, this is real lemonade. Hey, Meg, I'm moving in here.
You guys, look out, make a space. Look out, look out, look out.
God, Meg, you got a lot of beef. Where'd you get all this beef?
Did you see my cows out front?
No.
Oh.
Oh. Cool. You slaughter your own cows, Meg. Nice. Potatoes?
Better grab some while you can.
Meg's Gravy is famous. It's practically a food group.
Twisters.
Yes.
It's a movie. That's all I got. Opening thoughts, Derek.
Well, I guess we already got yours. Jeez. I got to start by saying I love the original, and so obviously I was skeptical when they. I'm skeptical anytime they make a reboot or remake or sequel anyway, especially something that it came out so long ago. It's been such a big gap in between, but I really liked this, and I liked it a lot better than it was way better than I expected it to be. I'm not a huge fan of Glen Powell, I think, or the fact that he's in like all he does is remakes and reboots. I think.
Sequels.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Top Gun was
Top
a sequel.
Gun.
But I didn't mind him in this actually, which is funny. Well, and what I loved about this the most was how visceral and graphic it was. Like it was, they didn't pull any punches, and I feel like, this didn't feel like the old lighthearted kind of bittersweet Twister that I grew up with Paxton and Hunt, but it felt more like a horror movie to me, honestly. And that's why I'm kind of surprised you didn't like it, because
I didn't say I didn't like it. I said it was
write
a
an
movie.
intro.
I don't have an intro. All I can base fact on is from my intro is that it's a movie.
I feel like it's like a horror movie with the tornadoes as the killers, like just some of the ways that things happened, and it just kind of like it gave me that vibe. The fact that they showed so much full-on damage and deaths was totally unexpected. I didn't expect it to go that way. But it was very welcomed, and I think that it made it a more serious movie as opposed to just like, oh, corny Twisters. It's a sequel to the, and I give the filmmakers a lot of credit for that. I think there was a, danger. It could have definitely gone the opposite way, and people that wanted a comedy kind of thing, a comedy action, but because the original it's a little bit more lighthearted. I mean, there's some sad stuff. There's obviously things that get destroyed and people's lives that get affected, but overall you got a lot of funny lines and scenes in that movie.
Banter,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
And
I just had plenty of banter.
I loved how really
no one got
realistic
like wrapped around a telephone pole. It wasn't. There was a lot of just people being sucked away.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
But the way that it happens, it's very like
I mean, the tornado sucks you into it.
Yeah, the suck
Does.
zone.
Yeah, the suck zone for
You
sure,
go up
baby.
there
Dusty warned us the first time.
Brian,
Philip.
what about you?
Yeah, I went to see this movie with my dad over the summer when it hit the theaters, and I went in thinking that it was going to be just more of the same stuff that we saw back in '96, and yeah, it kind of was. But I found myself really liking this movie, like you, Derek. I came out thinking it was better than I was expecting it to be. I liked the characters. I thought they were all fairly likable. I thought the effects were really great. I just thought it was the perfect kind of shut your brain off, kind of sit back and enjoy it kind of movie, and you know, just
Disaster movies.
a popcorn movie. It's a
Absolutely.
popcorn movie.
Yeah. They
Did
don't
you have
make a lot of
popcorn
those.
while watching?
I don't like popcorn, so I had other stuff.
That's ironic.
Yeah,
ironic.
I don't like popcorn.
It's a snow cap.
It's a Sour
movie.
Patch Kid movie. I always have Sour Patch Kids.
If I could have like a big bag of Doritos while I'm watching a movie, like in a theater, I'm happy. But
can.
as a rule,
You can.
You can if you
bring one
smuggle
in.
your own in.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But they don't have that at the concession stand.
They don't care.
No.
Bring a bag of Doritos.
Yeah.
Who wants you to-
Next time we go to the
who wants
movies,
to eat
I will
fucking
bring one in.
Doritos?
Okay.
And if anybody messes with me, they're going down.
I'll be like, shut the fuck up over there.
Yeah.
Those Doritos, you assholes. Try to watch the movie.
You sound like the first episode of this podcast I listened to.
I know. I wish I still had that.
What the fuck
I wish
is
I still had
crunching
that
over
file.
there?
What was the name of that movie too?
Hellfest.
Hellfest.
That's right. Yeah.
Never heard of
Tito.
The episode that never happened.
Yeah, the
the
episode
failed
that
pilot.
The lost
wasn't-
episode, yeah. The failed pilot.
The Gummo marks of Three Geeky Dads episode. Tito.
This is I think this is a really fun movie. It's a really fun cast. Well said, Brian. It's a popcorn movie. They don't make a lot of movies like this unless they have superheroes in them. And there's no thought really I need to watch this movie. I'm just kind of like entertained from scene to scene. I like Glen Powell. I think because he's in Top Gun and this and both the originals of these films, I really, really enjoy. He's been in both, and I think they've both been really, really good. I think Top Gun Maverick is a similar film where it's just a fun-ass movie that you go see and have a good time, whether you remember it or not. I like that they pay some homage to the original. She's dressed like
Joe.
She's dressed like her. There's
I'm not back.
Yeah. There's the Dorothy in the beginning that Anthony Ramos has. I thought maybe that would tie in to
Same.
Helen
And
Hunt
I
at some
I
point.
think probably in earlier drafts it probably did.
Yeah.
Somehow. Like,
I was hoping
Yeah.
it
They
might
were gonna
tie
do
into
more
because it
something
was
like that.
because it was Dorothy 5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like
They're still making them.
right.
Yeah.
But they still look like shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, like handmade.
Right.
But yeah, I was hoping that would kind of come back around, but it didn't. And yeah, like I said, I just don't think they make a lot of movies like this anymore. And I wish they did because it reminded me of like my favorite time of life watching these movies, late 80s, early 90s stuff, which was just like, let's just make a movie and see what happens.
Yeah. Especially the disaster movie.
And it's an original idea. Yeah, especially, the late, Armageddon and the
I
volcano
know. Did this
movies
come
and
out
all this
before?
shit.
Well, the original Twister come out before those movies? Because there was like
Armageddon and
there was a series where there was
Dante's
like
Peak.
Two End of the World,
Peak.
Deep
There was a couple
Impact.
of volcano movies.
I think so.
Dante's Peak and Volcano.
Yeah.
Didn't Twister come out like...
Twisters came out in '96.
Yeah.
And all the other ones came within like years before and or after.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
I feel like
earlier. I think you're
Armageddon's
right.
like
Armageddon is
98.
98
Yeah,
later,
that-
and I think
and Deep
Dante's
Impact.
Peak
Yeah.
and Deep Impact and all that shite, I think was after.
Yeah, it's kind of all around that period. And they've done, I think, movies since then.
that are like that.
Yeah, where like the world is freezing over and shit, but like it just $2,000. Like scale it back. I actually thought it was a quick 2 hours. I was surprised that I checked to see how far in the movie it was because it was kind of late when I was watching it. It was 40 minutes in. I was like, damn, that went by pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was 100% surprised that every single person under that bridge except for her got sucked away. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, fuck. Wow. Dope.
So that's where we're going with this movie.
Right. That's the thing is it sets the tone like right off the bat. You know that like this isn't a movie that's fucking around.
Yeah, because you don't even see Helen Hunt's dad die. Like he just kind of
Yeah, he
you're
just
like,
goes up
okay,
in
he
the
died,
air.
and you know he's there, and nobody really dies in the original.
I know when Kiernan Ship gets like there's like a highway sign or something that just like
whacks
smacks her and takes her away.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love when people get hit by objects. I was laughing.
I didn't even realize that was her until today.
Oh, really?
I've seen the movie twice now, and I didn't even realize that was her.
Well, I was bummed that she wasn't there for very long.
It was very Scream to me, which I was like, cool. They just killed Drew Barrymore.
But I mean, she showed up in Long Legs, and she was unrecognizable in that.
That's right.
And like a cameo.
Yep.
Oh, she's got a great part in
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
I
And then
like
she's
her
in
part
this one, and she's dead in the first 5 minutes. I'm like, and she didn't look like she normally does. She had the glasses, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even realize that was her.
We just don't like her for very long.
Until I was looking at IMDb earlier.
Just enough.
That's
She
her
needs money.
thing is just enough, I guess.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
I gotcha.
That's Hollywood apparently because they don't
Limited
keep
screen
her
time.
around
Yeah.
for
She needs some money,
Yeah.
probably.
She's like, I don't
some
want
walking
to
around
I don't
money.
want to do general commercials. No, I don't.
Something for a rainy day.
I don't want to do the general stuff. I'm not ready to do progressive commercials or anything. I'll die in a movie.
Yeah, she's still young.
Yeah, she's got time. I thought this movie was all right. It was very long for me, and I think the movie, like, for me, blew its load in the first 5 minutes. Like, I loved the beginning of the movie.
Blew.
Yeah, exactly. Blew, twirled, twisted, sucked. I thought it sucked in parts, but there wasn't enough, like, cool, like, people getting sucked up. After a while, it was just a lot of, oh, I love him. Oh, I love this guy. I love
San Dimas.
Target version fucking Chris Evans. No, I love the guy with the face that looks like it hurts him because it looks all stretched out and leathery. I don't even remember their names. Glen Powell.
Apparently.
And who's the lead girl there from Totally Killer?
Daisy Edgar-Jones.
Edgar-Jones.
I like her. I like
was that the
him.
same actress?
From
She's
Totally
in Where
Killer.
the Crawdad Sings.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, but I saw Totally Killer.
Oh, Totally
I don't
Killer.
remember
She's
it
in
being
that.
her.
And I liked her, and I liked him, and I thought they were great. I couldn't stand Anthony What's-His-Face.
Anthony
Oh,
Ramos.
this guy hates Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
You don't like
I
the
love
John
Puerto
Leguizamo
Of Twister
2024?
movies.
I'm hanging out with you.
He's the John
You're a
Leguizamo of
Puerto Rican.
2020. I think that's maybe why you hate them now.
Because
Oh, wow.
you turned.
Yeah.
Well, this took a dark turn,
Sure
Tito.
did.
I didn't like the guy's face, but if you want to go down this route, no, I'm not going to agree to that.
2024, John Leguizamo. You know,
Geez, you're not gonna like Ironheart then, because he's the bad guy in Ironheart.
Is
he's
he?
the hood.
Well,
Who's
I
the
don't
hood?
know.
I'm not familiar with that.
I'm glad she ended up with Glen Powell, though.
That's who she was going to end up with.
No, but she doesn't. They're just friends. It's a plutonic thing.
Oh, no.
he goes and
Platonic, not
He gets her
plutonic.
at the airport.
He
huh?
gets her at the airport.
Platonic, not plutonic.
What did...
Plutonic means they're on Pluto.
There's something's totally going to happen.
Oh, yeah, we know
It's
something's
the
going to
drink
happen.
of choice of the plutonians.
Yeah.
You just pulled to me. See, it's this side.
Right.
It's emanating.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I guess so.
My
This really is the
stupidity
smart
is
side of the
emanating.
table.
He digs his car into this.
Oh, that is
into the
badass.
sidewalk
Oh,
and
yeah.
goes.
That's badass.
annoying
You don't do that for a
asshole that I
friend. You
don't
just say
like.
bye. I'll see you
You
later.
don't,
You don't
yeah.
dig your car into the fucking cement and then run out and chase after
Kind of
the
a
girl.
dickhead thing to do. But she
Yeah,
says
but
if
that
you
was
want
Paul Scheer. I would have
something-
done that to Paul Scheer.
If you
He's a-
want something, chase it. I can't stand him either.
That was a random.
I don't like his
I know,
face
cameo.
either.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
he's not Puerto Rican.
He could have
Tito.
drove
I
that
think it's
truck
his
through the
teeth.
gap in his
I
teeth.
don't like him.
I think it's his teeth.
I've heard his fucking podcast and I hate him.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Oh, he's got a podcast.
Yeah, that.
How did this get
movie
made?
Get made?
Oh,
they're all
that's a
fucking
popular
annoying
one.
With Jason
and that-
Matsukas and
He's
Paul
alright,
Scheer's
yeah.
Oh,
girlfriend.
they're the ones that it was like the prices to see them live when they came were ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Why? How much? I'm curious.
They were like $300-$400.
I would see
Single
Corey
ticket.
Feldman for that much money before
Right.
those assholes.
Corey
Wow,
Feldman you
really?
can see
I
for $3 or
Wow.
$4.
Wow.
If I had to choose, if
He'll
my
pay
life
you.
depended
Hey,
on
right
you.
for that.
What else did I hate, or what else did I like? So I liked the leads. The tornadoes looked awesome. I watched this with Sarah, and I loved watching Sarah watch this movie because she's a huge weather, sci-fi, science nerd, and she loved the film. She liked the film a lot. So she's yelling at the screen, all the stupid people, the two fucking stupid people at the hotel.
Oh, the hotel. I love
Oh,
that.
God, yeah.
She's
All the
like,
ones that get into the car.
That was
she's
Bill
like-
Paxton's son.
No way.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yep.
Wow.
So she's yelling at them like oh, fucking, he can't do anything. The power's out. You fucking morons. I'm like, Sarah, they can't hear you. But
Did she get louder so they could
she
hear
got
her?
loud. She tried. She tried. But when they got sucked into the tornado, she applauded and cheered.
Right.
So that was fun. I feel like I would have enjoyed it less had I not been watching it with her. So I get that this is a fun, shut your brain off movie, and it had its moments, but it felt very long to me. And chasing tornadoes is stupid. And then getting surprised when bad things happen. And why in all these fucking towns does nobody have a basement? They live in Tornado Central. No one has a
Tornado
basement.
Alley.
And
I mean,
people,
they did in
no,
the
no,
first
let me
one.
finish. And then people have to be told by the leads throughout the whole film, get to a basement, get to a shelter.
Yeah.
Right.
These people should not have to be told that.
I mean, if you're at the rodeo, man.
Yeah.
And
What
there is my other gripe.
They ain't got no
Missed
basements at the rodeo.
opportunity.
Oh, what, did you want to see a horse flying around or something?
Rodeo clowns.
Oh, yeah. You're
Flying
right.
around?
Rodeo clowns getting sucked into that tornado, flying around with the bowls and shit.
Yeah.
You could have had comedy gold with that. You know,
Yeah.
it would have been.
Or just scare the
Well,
hell
and I
out
feel
of
like
you.
they should have evacuated way sooner. There's a whole portion of time where like it's clearly like there's something happening
Going on.
Yeah,
and
but-
they're all just sitting there.
I mean, that's
That's what-
kind of the idea.
But
of
that's
those
what
films,
pissed
like,
me off.
they're trying to
What
figure out
pissed me off
tornadoes.
was they were all surprised every time the tornado
Right.
showed up.
Right.
No one knew what to do. This isn't New York. This is fucking way out in the
Right.
boonies where tornadoes are a regular occurrence. Like farting. Like you'd think they'd be prepared or know how to get up out of a movie theater seat. If I saw one more person being coaxed out of their movie seat by Glen Powell, come on, go, move, go. And the guy's like, huh? What do I do? Like, what do you think you fucking do?
There's
like,
nowhere to go. They were all just got sucked
That's
out of the movie
bullshit.
theater.
That's a cop-out. No, I don't know.
I think the movie theater probably should have had a basement. I don't know that a rodeo gets a basement.
No,
should have been, but they should have been better prepared.
Right.
There were a
for
lot more
rodeo.
basements in the
Right.
first
If you're
one.
gonna have something,
Yeah.
There's no basement in the Alamo.
There
We
were a
know
lot of
this.
basements in the first
Storm
Twister
cellars.
movie.
Storm
Storm cellars. There were a lot
Cellars.
of those in the first
But
movie.
even in
No,
like,
but, like,
the
have a shelter
hotel,
there.
There
Like-
wasn't a shelter in the hotel.
Right.
Well, the pool.
Like,
it was a good thing that it was like being under construction.
I know,
as
right?
a whole, because they wouldn't have had anything to grip on.
that pissed me off. That pissed Sarah off too. Then we were both yelling at the
Yeah.
TV, like, "You don't know what to do? Get the fuck up out of your seat. Move. You live in Tornado Central." And it just pissed me off.
They're
I can
afraid for their
forgive. I
lives.
can
It's
forgive
tough.
many things.
It's a tough one. Fear.
So yeah,
Fear's the mind
face your
killer.
fear. Face your fear. That's the only way.
I'm in
That
the
was
fucking
another
house.
thing I loved.
The tornado chasers knew a lot
Face
about
your fear.
tornadoes.
Go
That's
into
right.
that tornado and face your fear because you're afraid of tornadoes.
Oh, that was so fun. They were setting off fireworks and that shit.
I thought the British
That shit was
reporter was
fun,
going to
man.
get it. the Dwight Schrute lookalike
Yeah.
guy.
Ben.
Ben? Yeah, he's boring.
I wanted him to go, and he's like, I thought he was going to be there because he was British and pompous, and he was bait.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the dude from Anaconda or
like
something.
a nice, easy throwaway cat.
There was just a lot of
No,
missed
I think
opportunities.
he was supposed to be the Jamie Gertz of the movie, but it's not effective.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
Right?
not
Because she's
Jamie
like
Gertz
the
at all.
audience, right? He's the audience. So when they're talking about tornadoes and shit, Jamie Gertz, they explain that shit to her.
right.
But
Stretchy,
not to us.
Stretchy
They say
Leatherface
terms-
guy.
You're
Anthony
exactly
They say
right.
terms I don't even know.
What's his name?
Anthony Ramos.
Anthony Ramos is
Yeah.
the Jamie Gertz
From
of that.
Hamilton.
No, he's
No,
he
He's
knows
the Jamie Gertz of that.
tornadoes though.
Doesn't matter. He's still as far as the relationship side goes. He's the
No,
Jamie
I'm talking
Gertz.
about as a
As a
character,
link to the audience.
as a link to the audience.
Right.
Oh,
Jamie Gertz is the
was
one who
link
knows
to the
nothing
audience.
about
Right.
tornadoes.
She's
so-
the outsider of the group.
They
okay.
explain everything.
Who they have
Oh.
to explain everything to. That's what Ben was because he
Right.
was the
They had to
reporter who
explain
no clue what was
everything
going on.
to
Yeah,
every fucking
someone
towns
involved
person.
with these main
Yeah,
characters.
but they're
had to
using
not
terms
know.
that only a meteorologist would know.
Right.
It's my gripe with the film.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I like the original. When I was watching the beginning of this movie and they start to get to the tornado and he's like, oh, it's going like 60,000 feet. And I was like, oh shit, F5. Mm-hmm. Like I knew
Right.
because
Yeah.
I saw the original.
Yeah.
And then they start talking about meteorological terms. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that
yeah.
means.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
Explain it to me.
It's scientific.
I need
lippity
that character.
glop.
I need Jamie Gertz character where they're like, oh, this is what this means.
Right.
They're not doing that. And I think the reporter was supposed to be that, but he's getting lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he hears
Or
them
maybe
say it
all
and
that
says,
shit
"Oh, what,
ended up on the
what's-"
cutting room floor or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, probably.
Well, there was so much other they could cut and leave more tornado action in. If I heard one more fucking alternative sappy song playing while what's her name drove her car and
Oh, yeah.
stared.
Oh, I like
That's-
that Lainey Wilson song.
Oh,
actually,
my
the
God.
Oklahoma song.
Yeah, but I don't
Lainey
need that.
Wilson.
It's like,
Come home,
I
Lainey
agree.
Wilson.
I was
Yeah.
like, did Zack Snyder take over? Are we
fucking
going to hear
baddie.
Bring it back.
Hallelujah? Like, what the fuck?
There was a lot of like long takes.
You could cut a lot of that. You could have condensed that movie, and I think I would have
nothing and
enjoyed it more.
silence.
I also like the kind of throwback to a song specific to a movie. Because then I like Shazammed the song, the Lainey. I was like, oh, this is for the soundtrack.
Oh.
They made a song for a movie.
Yeah.
Let's do the twist.
They've got
doesn't work.
Have
They've
fun.
got a bunch.
It totally works.
They've
were
got
having
there's
fun.
a whole soundtrack album and like Jelly Rolls on it.
Oh, there was another Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Jelly Roll song too.
The Cranberries have a song called Twister. Could have played that. Could have
I'd
had
rather hear
fun.
Linger. I'd rather hear Linger.
That's like me.
Chubby Checker, Twist and Shout.
Well, that movie was lingering. That movie lingered for after a while. It's like just get to the tornadoes. I don't care.
That's like me being upset about how Birds
There were
of
a lot of
Prey
tornadoes.
missed their opportunity by having the song "Birds of Prey" by
Birds
Deep Purple.
of Prey missed every
Like-
opportunity. This movie was better than Birds of Prey. I'd watch this movie
Well, obviously.
10 times over before Birds of Prey. I
would
would watch.
too.
I would
I
watch
like
a
Birds of
John
Prey, though.
Leguizamo marathon of movies.
Oh, we
Should.
should do
He's
that.
a
Birds of
fucking
Prey.
talent. He's a
Tito.
fucking talent, that guy.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what you should do. You should pick for January.
No,
guy,
no,
he doesn't
no, don't
deserve
do
it.
that. I
He
know
doesn't deserve
nobody
it.
deserves that. No one should be
He
punished
doesn't
that way.
deserve that fucking kind
Jesus
of
Christ. We'll talk
magnanimous-
about. We'll fucking talk to principal
that
before we talk
magnanimous
about
list of
fucking.
films. Are you kidding me?
That's a good word, Tito.
Yeah, thank you.
really good.
That's
Brian.
a big word.
Yeah,
Not
I
bad.
got at least one in me.
Not bad for a Puerto Rican.
you're so
Very
verbose.
good.
Oh,
Wow.
Tito's verbose.
You
he,
threw
did,
it.
he doesn't like old John
You threw it out
Leguizamo, and
there.
he doesn't like new John Leguizamo.
I
don't
like.
know what to say.
I like John Leguizamo.
He's Panamanian, so I'm just fucking.
And what?
He's Panamanian. He's
Stop
not Puerto
from
Rican.
from
John
Panama.
Leguizamo's not
Whatever he
Puerto
is.
Rican.
Is he
He
really?
sucks.
He's not really?
He's
He's
a pest.
Panamanian. Yeah.
So you didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I
he's just
didn't.
From, no, he's Panamanian.
Oh my
He's just
god,
from
but
New
he's
York.
so Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
I mean, he's from New York.
Oh, yeah.
I like him in not Bad Santa.
John Wick.
No.
No.
the
Violent
Santa-
Night.
Violent Night.
Violent Night.
Oh, yeah.
He was a
Oh,
great
he's
bad
the
guy.
bad guy,
Yeah.
I liked him in that.
He stole John Wick's car, sir.
I liked him in John Wick. Collateral Damage. He has a small part in that.
Mario Brothers.
No.
Spawn.
No.
Mario Brothers. No.
You know,
The Pest.
The pest.
I think that's what.
Oh, that's the most dangerous game. Yeah, that was his take on the most dangerous game.
Yeah, it
He
a
was in,
take
I
I despise that movie.
What was
Yeah.
the,
See.
It's very popular.
the movie with Anya Taylor-Joy and Ray Fiennes, where the chef.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
He was in that.
Menu.
The
The menu.
I thought I was going to say chef.
The
Yeah, no, I
Happening?
couldn't think of it either. I'm thinking restaurant. What the? It's a one-word title. Chef? No, that's not
Restaurant.
it.
Chef.
It's a jackal. A jackal. It's a jackal.
Busboy.
Wasn't right the first time. Why the hell would it be wrong the second?
Maybe it's because I saw too many John Leguizamo bad movies in a row, from like Mario Brothers to Spawn to The Pest. Maybe that's what did it. It could
Yeah,
have been
maybe.
that.
I don't like any.
See, that for me is his
Those
peak.
are bad movies.
What about
Those
Moulin
are his,
Rouge?
that's his peak. Oh, that's
I
right.
know.
Oh, he's
Oh, Romeo
so
and
little.
Juliet. He was a,
Oh, yes.
Awesome Tybalt.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome Tybalt.
See, I can give credit where credit's due.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, on that note, let's get back to this
Tell me
movie.
about this hurricane movie or tornado movie. What's the difference?
What's the difference between a tornado and a hurricane?
Is it
One doesn't have Denzel Washington in it.
Oh, I see what you did.
See that?
Yeah, this movie could have used Denzel
Now when the
Washington.
authorities came to blame. That's my favorite Bob Dylan song.
That's right. You gonna go see that Bob Dylan biopic in December?
No.
About Christmas.
Oh, with
I'm sick of these
Timothy
biopics.
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
I don't like biopics when the musician. It doesn't.
when you can't understand what the musicians say.
When they're still alive.
I don't like it. Yeah, it's
When
weird.
they're still
It's
alive.
weird. Or even
I don't
after
like them when they're
dead.
still alive.
Yeah, no,
I don't like it
agree,
when they're
Tito. It's
alive
weird.
or
You're
even
right.
when they're dead. Bohemian Rhapsody was terrible.
Yeah.
I have no desire to see that.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
Oh, such a.
wow.
I like
It
Rocket
was-
Man better than Bohemian Rhapsody.
I still
didn't
haven't
see
seen.
it.
I still
Oh,
haven't
Rocket
seen
Man is
I see
fantastic.
either.
Bohemian Rhapsody portrayed Freddie
Even though Elton is
Mercury
still alive.
100% wrong. All that shit with the drama and him turning on his band, all made up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Queen fan. I've read a lot of shit on Queen, a lot of biographies,
Mm.
saw a lot of documentaries. Freddie Mercury never did that to his band. Never. They turned him into a fucking prick just for that classic movie formula of the
Mm.
lead singer getting too big. And yeah, no, fuck that movie. I don't care how good that guy was as him, and he was good.
Yeah, Rami Malek.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Jeez.
Discredit,
like Queen.
Discredit to Freddie Mercury.
I mean, you like the other three members of the band?
yes, I do.
All right. I mean, I feel like they probably had some input on that.
I don't think they did.
None whatsoever.
I doubt it.
They just reaped
They
the
were just like,
benefits of
we're
it?
old as fuck. We don't care anymore. Give us a check. Let us go.
Oh.
All right. It's just a guess. It's a hypothesis. Favorite parts? Let's do it.
The opening for sure. Watching them get sucked to the tornado kind of, like I said, set the tone for the movie. And then it just continued. The rodeo scene, the hotel. Like I loved the hotel scene. I thought like.
I would consider that like one big scene.
Right. Well,
they ran from the
yeah,
the rodeo,
from the
yeah.
rodeo to the
Hotel?
hotel. Yeah.
yeah.
That's true. They did that. I forgot those two.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and then just the way that just every scene with the tornadoes and the creating damage.
It just looked good.
It did. It looked realistic and so destructive, and it's it was heartbreaking seeing the neighborhoods afterwards, and even the rodeo, right after that, the storm, and it had taken down everything except for 2 light signs, and
I would have liked to have seen more of the destruction happening to the towns, though. We saw a lot of aftermath of it.
Yeah,
but there was a lot of aftermath and not enough. I
a lot of the tornadoes are in the open field for sure.
I want to see. I would like to see how this thing tears a town apart. I mean, the tornadoes are great. The spectacle is fantastic in the movie. They kind of underused it. I know that sounds weird, but because they do take place in a field, they suck up a few people. But I want to see a whole town, just what's the word? Eviscerated by a tornado.
I mean, that's kind of the end, right? That I guess they save it for the end where you had the big fight with the tornado.
Right.
Where
Yeah, but that's still in a field, though, is it not? Am I remembering?
No, when they get to the movie theater and stuff, that's tearing through the town.
Fight.
Yeah, I feel like it's.
But it's still one location. It's still mostly in the movie theater.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the cast can't be everywhere at once.
Yes, they can. with digital effects, they can. Yeah. With today's technology, that doesn't
cloning,
fly
Derek.
anymore.
It's all cloning.
It's such a good idea, Brian.
I know. Why don't we make a movie about that?
Dinosaurs.
You just have to put it in the script.
A Glen Powell
Put it in the script. You're going to be here and here. We'll worry about it later. We'll worry about continuity
later. We'll fix it in post.
Yeah. What the fuck?
You got AI, man. You can't make. You can't make that excuse. You can put a bunch of fucking what's his name, the lead
Glen Powell.
Glen Powell.
Glen Powell. I don't know these people.
Tyler.
I thought it was Chris Evans at first. I really did. He looked like Chris Evans from the
taller. I
think.
No,
he doesn't.
He does. He looks a little like a Target version Chris Evans.
No, his eyes are too squinty.
And the friggin' still shot on Peacock that I saw, I really thought it was him. Up close, it was oh, that's not him.
When he smiles, you ever notice the corners of his mouth really turn up?
Yeah.
He looks like the Grinch when the Grinch really gets into that
condition.
grin.
That's a condition.
Oh, is it?
No, I don't know.
He's the man who laughs.
Mark loves Glen Powell, and he'll defend him to the death.
He was great. I really liked him.
Yeah,
Not only that,
I like Glen Powell.
Yeah, I like Glen Powell.
I'll get to that. Sorry, keep going.
I like Baldwin
the
Powell.
two memes.
You like who?
Baldwin Powell.
Baden Powell?
Baden Powell, yeah.
Colin Powell? At least said Colin Powell.
Mr. Powell? Who was Charles in charge? Uncle something Powell?
Remus?
Wasn't his last name Powell? There was a Powell in something.
Professor Lupin.
No.
This is turning into a Powell movement.
Sorry. More Powell to you.
Powell to the people.
Keep going, Derek. I apologize.
No, that was it. That was my favorite scene.
All right. Well, Brian, what was your favorite part?
The same ones that Derek mentioned. I love the opening scene where everybody gets sucked up except for, what's her name? The lead there, Daisy something?
Daisy Dukes.
Daisy Edgar-Jones.
Totally killer.
And the rodeo/hotel scene. That's a Kate.
Kate. Yeah, that's right.
And the hotel/rodeo scene. I like it. And like Derek, every scene that you're just firing rockets into the tornado. Right. I thought that was cool.
Oh, that was fun as hell.
Yeah, when the truck digs in.
Can you set fireworks off in a tornado? Yeah. Hell yeah, you can. I don't know if that's what he says, but it feels like that's what he says.
There was an old movie with George Papard called Damnation Alley. And they had a vehicle. It's like a post-apocalyptic wasteland. And they had to deal with natural windstorms and tornadoes out in the desert and stuff. And they had this huge vehicle that actually dug in like that. And I wonder if that's where they got the...
Yeah.
Because
a very cool concept.
Jan Michael Vincent's in it with them.
Hey,
and Jan Michael Vincent says, this thing digs in, and it's got the screws on the bottom, and just like Powell's truck does. It's
in a world where there are 1,200 John Michael Vincents.
Yeah.
Can be done. It can be done now.
Another fun fact, that Damnation Alley was based on a book by Roger Zelazny, which I read. It's very good.
Awesome.
This guy. Look at that big
Which was based on a musical by Rogers and Hammerstein.
I'm amazed you can pronounce that name.
Got the big brain on
Zelazny?
Brian.
Got the big brain on. Repeated what Tito said. Tito, how about you?
All those scenes are great. I actually really like the part where they go chasing after both the tornadoes. I think Daisy Edgar-Jones is really charismatic.
Yes.
And she I can't take my eyes off her. When
I was going to text you and ask. Obtainable?
Great, beautiful.
Totally.
I don't know if I could get. I don't know if she'd deal with me.
Tito, she could deal with
I wish she would.
Until you open your mouth.
Don't sell yourself short, Tito. You're a good-looking man.
Oh, thank you.
You're very smart.
With a small hole, but that's a whole other thing.
You drop the 50-cent word once in a while. That's pretty
I
good.
try.
You'll impress her.
I mean, I don't know. I do what I do. I'm like, I can't take my eyes off her when she's on the screen, though. I thought she was fantastic.
Magnanimous.
So I really enjoy the, her kind of.
Wow, Derek. Yeah. Your check's in the mail, too.
Yeah. I mean, I used it already, so it's not as cool.
I think she's hot.
But I really enjoyed the whole, like, she's like a tornado whisperer aspect to her personality, where she's like, oh no, the wind's blowing this way. Let's go right. And they go right. That's the fucking tornado.
She stands there in showdown mode like Storm. You know, she's ready to seek vengeance on the tornado.
Like she overcomes her fears and she goes right back in.
That's right, because that's what you do. If you're afraid of sharks, get in the water with a shark.
Yeah.
That's chaos.
Get back up on that
I mean,
horse.
she loved tornadoes, though, so she went back to what she loved.
She did.
I guess if you love sharks, you swim with sharks. It's a fucking
But don't be
terrible
surprised
idea.
when they bite you in the ass.
Well, that's like the guy who was living with bears and they killed him.
Grizzly
I
man.
wonder if when they were eating him, he was just like, well, fuck it, man. This is just what happens when you fuck with bears.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the crocodile. Oh, no, that was a stingray.
It was a stingray.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was fucking with wildlife, though. I think
That's
he was
true.
happy dying
When
in the
you
ocean.
swim through seagrass and an eel bites your ass, that's amore. Oh, thank you very much. I'm here all week.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. Maura Tierney, I was like, who the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah, from
Maura
ER.
Tierney, what the fuck happened to you?
Yeah.
She had a
I
couple
thought it
of
was
bouts
Catherine
with
Keener at first.
cancer. She was a heavy smoker. You could
She
see
did
it in
have
the face.
Oh, I thought maybe
she had
gotten
cancer.
plastic
She
surgery.
Plus, she's
Oh,
from
did she really?
Massachusetts.
She went through a lot, and she's like,
Is she from
what,
Mass?
She's from
70
Massachusetts,
something,
yeah.
Is she?
or something. Like she's up there.
I thought maybe she had some
She probably- she
plastic
could've-
a surgery.
She might have.
She might
might have.
I feel like someone Siobhan knows is
Maura
related
Tierney
to
was
her.
born in 65, so she's
65.
coming up on 60 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
60, that's it?
That's it.
She should be better.
Hardship.
Yeah, life is tough, I know.
Life's tough, you know.
You ain't gonna- no arguments
Not
with me.
everybody's going to age gracefully like you, sir.
It's true.
You are an Adonis.
I'm only 42. Well, talk to me when I'm 60.
No, I don't want to know you.
If
that
I look
long.
like
think
Laura Tierney, then...
Moira.
Yeah,
Moira,
her too.
not Moira.
Mora.
Yeah, she's
Laura
Laura
Tierney.
now. I don't
She's
know
a
that.
Laura
I
now?
don't know that Maura.
You think it's her
Mora.
evil twin?
Nuh-uh.
Tora Lenny? Or Minnie?
Laura Minnie? Barbara Hershey?
Tora...
Tiramisu?
Thank you. It's hard to do that. It was easier with Kev Namble. But Moira Tierney, Tora Mirny.
Tora Mirny.
Tora Mirny.
Tora.
Deep dive for people who actually followed this show. People just tuning in have changed.
That was a
to
first
something
season
else.
cut.
That was a first season. Kev Namble.
Kev Nambley.
Oh, we have fun, don't we?
We try.
We try.
We
Do you-
try.
What do you mean we try? It's natural. Yeah.
My face is hurting tonight.
It's
I'm
like
laughing
that
so
guy.
hard.
Like, what's his
Like
face?
Glen Powell.
Very
No,
much.
he has the good face.
Jack
Beautiful.
Nicholson's son?
Glen Powell's a
Anthony
good-looking
Ramos,
cat.
his
That's
head
what I
is too
thought.
oval
Anthony
shaped
Ramos.
Oh, you
looks
think
like-
Anthony Ramos is?
Anthony Ramos's head looks like what's it in
big.
Brazil? Remember when they stretched
Yeah.
what's her name's face?
Yeah.
Oh, Mona.
Yeah.
Like they did.
Mona's
Like they
face.
did that to him, and his face looks very leathery, and he looks like his face is. He looks like he's constantly is in pain because his face is so tight, like he's trying to act, but he feels
Oh, those
the
tornadoes, man.
the face.
Like if he smiles too much, his face is going to crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like his
Did it?
face hurts him. I feel like
killing-
he's
it's
trying.
killing you.
He's got this expression on his face,
Killing Derek.
like, oh, my face really hurts, but I'm trying to make this character work, but fuck, my face really hurts.
All the smiling.
Yeah, I couldn't
The
get
lack
past that.
thereof.
That's quite a face, and I'm glad she went with the Marlboro Man there, or Marlboro Man.
So you see love interest? I didn't see
Yeah,
that
see,
at
I don't-
all.
yeah.
I didn't.
she
see that
said,
at all.
if you like it, come chase it. At the
She
end.
was talking to Glen
At
Powell.
Glen
yes.
Powell.
I see no romantic connection whatsoever between her and Anthony
What do you,
Ramos.
no, not between her and him, but he
No,
wanted
but
it.
you're saying there's a love triangle. There's no love triangle.
There was a
No, I think
attempt
there's
at
one
a love
guy.
triangle.
I know, I
He
think-
one guy.
wanted. He started this whole thing to make money and get her back, so he could have
because
some
she's
of
the
that.
greatest.
Yeah, Yeah, that's what he
She has
says.
friends that have
But she's also quite a fetching.
She
She is a fetching woman, and he gets all jealous when she starts spending time with what's his name and
because he
Powell.
brought her out of retirement so they could chase tornadoes.
No, I think he even makes a line. He says
he
a
does.
line.
Well, no, he tries to ask her out on a date, basically.
Yeah.
No, he says you want to hang out.
That's a guy asking.
That's
a girl.
what they used to do.
It was very much him trying to like, if you want to grab dinner or something, like it was more intimate.
You think he was waiting for the boyfriend to die, and then when he died, he was like, "Let me hang around for 5 years and see what's up."
Yeah,
I think
That's cold.
That's a reach. I feel like.
That's
I don't think he was waiting around for the boyfriend to die, but I think
no. But once the boyfriend died, he's like, hey.
And I think before the boyfriend died, he
I'm
probably
gonna
had
move
feelings
on
for her, but just he couldn't do anything because she was taken. Yeah,
I didn't get that at
Yeah,
all.
you know why you didn't get it? Because the guy couldn't convey emotion because his face hurt too much. For the love of
No,
God,
I just don't think it was there.
it's there. I love you.
I didn't see the.
Brian, did you see?
Why was he so happy for him at the end of the movie then?
Because he realized
he was like,
being
"Yeah,
a
you
douche.
idiot, you got to go get her."
No, because she called him out on being a douchebag.
Right.
And then he was like, "Oh,
just
on
like she had to
second
face
thought-
her fears of
Yes,
coming back
but-
to chasing.
Right.
He had to admit that he had sold out and that what he was doing was
and
wrong.
he's not
So
going
then,
to get.
why does he still need to root for Glen Powell to get the girl that he wants?
Because he was
doesn't.
he's changed his ways.
He doesn't need to root for him.
Because it's a movie.
Because
and
he
it's
wants to see
silly.
her happy.
He was
It's
a
a silly,
sidekick.
sappy love
He's a
triangle.
sidekick.
You're proving my point.
He's a sidekick. There's no love triangle.
He's not a sidekick.
Yeah, he is.
Whose?
No.
He's her sidekick.
No.
Yeah, he's not a love interest in this movie.
Sidekicks don't own their own companies.
Sidekicks don't acquire the
No,
hero.
he doesn't own the company.
He does.
He's
well,
getting the
he
funding
works
from
for
somebody
the
else.
company.
No, but it's his company.
But he recruits everybody for his team. He introduces her to his team.
Yeah.
He tells her the opposite team, which is supposed to be the bad team, like Carrie Elways in the first movie, and they kind of
you were gonna
switch
hu-
that.
if you were gonna hunt tornadoes-
which is what I liked in the movie. I liked how they did the
flipped
role
same
reversal.
too. They flipped the Carrie Elway
I'm
part.
going to end our other conversation because I'm right, and I don't want to keep talking.
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
I'm just saying if you were gonna chase tornadoes, you would probably want the best tornado chaser you could find.
Right.
Especially if she was like one of your oldest friends.
Agreed.
And you want to help her get back on the
Agreed.
saddle.
I'm sure. But also, once he got her on the team, he would not back down. He kept leering at her, making weird, angry faces when she was spending her time with Glen Powell or Colin Powell.
Yeah, okay. I would agree to disagree.
We'll just have to watch again.
I mean, I'll definitely see it
I'll
again.
watch this
I
again.
like this movie.
Just
it's fun.
to spite you. This wasn't gonna make my rotation. Now it has, just so I can prove
Oh,
you
fun.
wrong.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Then it worked. Then it worked. Then it all worked.
Where are we?
What happened?
Talked
Favorite
way
scene?
Too much
Did you go
about this
favorite
movie.
scene?
Well, yeah, the love triangle. No, the movie theater, the assholes getting sucked up in the tornado, the rodeo, even though no rodeo clowns, and the opening. And I like what we just mentioned, how you think you're going to have the bad team and the good team, and the team of pricks turn out to be the ones you root for. And the other teams are the.
But that's like Bill
our
Paxton's
assholes.
crew.
Right.
Glen Powell is-
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
Bill
was
Paxton's
it was a
crew
nice
and-
little
yeah.
switch.
I like that too.
And I thought, that's really clever, and the effects are great. So that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
What didn't we like, Derek?
What doesn't work?
Or what doesn't work?
I don't really think anything didn't work. Normally, I might say like, why keep Kate? Obviously, now this is my opinion because I see it as platonic, but why keep that? Like, I feel like most of the time you're gonna have people that are like, oh no, they have to end up together. Come on.
But Sarah was very upset.
Right, but the fact that they didn't,
together.
I actually like it grounded it more in reality because that's not how life works. You know, it's not always about like, oh, come back, I love you.
Derek,
I don't know.
They do end up together.
He chases after her.
He
her
drills
flight
his
gets
vehicle
delayed,
to the
and they leave
ground.
the airport together.
He chases after. That's like one of the biggest romantic cliches.
And then
out
her
there.
sidekick says, "Way to go, man!
It's not
Finally,
her
you figured it out.
It's not her. Fucking
She's into
side-
you. You're
Do you
into
know
her.
What a sidekick
you guys
is?
gotta
You don't.
absolutely.
At all. You don't.
I've been
No.
watching movies where the white guy is the guy and the not white guy is not the guy for years. He is the sidekick.
Why are you always
I
going to
can
do that?
see
Why are
it.
you always going to bring that card into
I can
this?
see it.
Oh my god. Keep going.
Is it because I'm not white that I'm bringing the card?
Yes, that's it. Yep, you got me.
Because the white guy's not bringing the card enough, man.
Oh man.
Oh.
Right?
Wow, deep and stupid. Go.
The white man has a boy for that. All right, Brian.
So
that was
Get
it.
back to your thing about the relationship.
There wasn't really anything that bothered. And the funny thing is
That's
that
amazing.
When I watched it last night, and I'm like, shit, I gotta watch this, for the show. And I had a late night, and I thought that I would be exhausted and not want to watch. But like once I started it, I was just hooked, and it I haven't felt that way with a movie for a while, where it was like it just, I didn't want to turn it off, even though I was exhausted. And I watched the whole thing, and it's. So yeah, I can't really find any big faults with this movie.
Wow,
Nice.
look at
It's a
that.
fun movie.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fun.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I'm gonna not piggyback, but I'm gonna
Walk hand in hand.
I want
I can't lift you.
I want to quote Speed based on what you were talking about with the
Leapfrog it.
relationship. When it says, "I've heard that relationships based on intense experiences never work."
Right.
We'll just have to base it on sex then. So it could have been
Right.
Dude,
not platonic.
As soon as they get on that plane, Mile High Club.
See,
So-
ooh,
She doesn't get on they leave together.
yeah. I don't think she gets on the plane.
They left together.
Oh, they don't go on the plane.
Yeah, her plane gets delayed.
Oh, the flight gets
Yeah, so then
delayed.
they walk out of the airport
So
together.
so they do it in a tornado.
Back
they go
into
into
his
a
car.
tornado and they
That's
do
it.
it, which would have
Yeah.
been a great scene.
Wait a minute.
It's like doing it at a car wash. They drive straight in, they anchor down,
fireworks.
and they fuck.
That's fireworks in a
Imagine
tornado.
them making out.
they
and
leave the windows open.
spinning in
Everybody's
the
wet.
air. That's magical, right
That's part
there.
2. Although it's very open-ended,
Part
so I
three.
feel like there's
Part
probably
three.
going to be like twisters.
More twisters.
Even more
Third
twisters.
version. Twisters with like 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Twisters in the S will.
No,
Twisters in the S will be a 3.
Twisters, but the E in Twisters is a
Oh,
3.
yeah, like Eminem.
Yeah, like Eminem.
I think.
Just put a bunch of M&Ms up into the
Oh,
funnel.
it's a backwards E.
Twisters 3.
What does it?
3 times a charm. No, that's stupid. 3 turns a charm. 3 twists a charm.
It's an F3.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh. T3.
T3?
Yeah, but F3's no good. It's got to be the F5.
TF3.
Yeah, you got to save that for the 5th installment.
Oh God.
F5.
Please no.
Twisters
Mark's like,
F5.
it's going to be 5 of these?
Oh, it doesn't need to be.
The fate of the Twister.
I think we've said all we need to with these tornadoes.
Twister.
Vin Diesel shows up and tries to race one.
There's one sitting in
And then he beats it, and then it becomes part of his family.
That's right.
And then
Right,
the
they have
tornado,
barbecue together.
the tornado comes to Sunday dinner every week.
I'm going to name you Brian, too.
Rest in peace.
And if it's a franchise, The Rock will join in.
That's right.
So The Rock will do the voice
That's only
of
when
the
the
tornado.
franchise starts going down. They bring
Right,
The Rock
right.
in
The
to
Rock
save
is
it.
going to come in and save the Twister franchise.
And Statham.
We'll have Twisters in space, Twisters
That's right,
in the hood,
Statham.
Twisters
Twister
in the
Tokyo
hood.
Drift.
I would love to watch that. Brian.
Yeah.
So Brian's looking at porn on his computer.
Tito was like, what doesn't he like? He can't spell
Yeah,
it
I
out.
was like, what the fuck is that?
I just put Superman?
What? What are you looking at?
Superman. He was in the movie. Corn Sweat.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
the new Superman.
Oh, the dude with the black hair.
Oh,
That's
I didn't know
Superman.
that.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
new
I hate him
Superman.
already.
Yeah.
Based off that character.
I know.
He was such a prick. in this
I'm watching the
movie.
movie and I'm like, this is going to be our Superman? But I don't know. I
Oh, he
still,
had black hair. Yeah. he
Yeah.
could be Superman.
Yeah, he's got to bulk up a bit.
Yeah.
he
Lower
did
his
look very
forehead,
skinny in that
but
movie.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve, you ever see his audition? He had no muscle on him.
That
If it
suit
really
he's in
was
looks
Superman,
baggy, though.
Superman's from Kansas. They have tornadoes.
The
in
picture
Kansas.
they have of
He
him in the
should've-
suit.
Superman would know what
It
to
looks
do
really
if a
would've
tornado hit.
known what to do.
Superman could kick a tornado's ass. I don't know about 2 of them, though.
Superman never made
versus
any
Twister.
money saving the world from Solomon Grundy.
That's true. He didn't. He made no money.
Sometimes I despair the world will never see another man like him.
He made no money off Quest for Peace either.
What's that from?
That's that song by the Crash Test Dummies. I think it's the
Yeah.
Superman song. Well, no, that's a different song.
And then there was
Superman.
Glen Powell driving his pickup truck.
Turn, 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 twist.
Then there's a tornado.
Once there
Then
was
they
a
made
leg
a
was
sequel.
on.
Made a bunch of shitty movies, unless your name was Tito.
This all rhymes with tornado.
Tito rhymes with tornado.
Half of them are good.
Half of them are good.
Normally, I would say the length of this movie, but it actually went by fairly quickly for me.
Did you? I'm sorry. Hold on. Did you say anything you didn't like, or did you
Yeah,
like?
Superman.
I just put Superman.
Superman.
Question
Okay.
mark.
Oh, all right.
But it was. I'm like Derek. I really couldn't figure anything out that I didn't
Wow.
like. So I just
You
put
guys were all in
Superman.
a better mood than I was. When
Yeah.
I watched this, I guess.
I had a
Like,
fun
hey,
time.
Superman's in this movie.
I feel like there's plenty. I like his crew is, I guess, because I grew up in the 90s and I saw Philip Seymour Hoffman become Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Right.
But I don't know if anybody in that group of people is going to be somebody cool, but that group in the first Twister with fucking Cameron and the Aaron Burr peanut butter
That's
commercial
right.
guy.
Yeah. Aaron
Burr.
Yeah.
I love those guys.
Yeah.
They are so fun.
This crew
Roll
had
the
just
map.
kind of faces.
No,
They
but
were
you know
fu-
what?
They
They
were
were
just
faces,
yeah.
but I thought some of them were going to go, and I kind of
Yeah.
would
Yeah,
have
me
been.
too. I thought more of them were going to die.
Yeah.
And I was kind of
tornado
hoping
fodder.
they I was kind of hoping to see more tornado fodder.
See, I feel like this did the same thing that the other movie did, because a lot of these characters, these actors, are like up and coming, like people that are starting
So
to
that's
get
the
to
thing.
be.
I don't know those
Like I
guys.
think
Right.
Glen Powell's made so many big blockbusters now, and he's becoming a household name.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
and,
It was good.
And
I liked it.
like Daisy's been, she's
Yeah.
been did some
See, my
good
thing
stuff.
was like the first movie. I liked the group,
Yeah.
but they were all like weirdos.
Yeah.
Every single one of them was a weird. They could have been like the
Yeah.
same character.
right.
Great actors.
Yeah.
And I think what this movie did better was it didn't really so much focus on a lot of them, and it just focused on the main people.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, so you didn't
Right. They're
have
not all
it-
making quips and
Exactly. You know, they were there in the background and they did what they did and they moved the story along when they needed to.
Right.
Yeah.
But they weren't like a bunch of like
I think the only one that was
But
like
they
a little
all
bit
survived.
goofy
Everybody
bastards.
survived.
They all
Yeah.
more.
survived.
And I think
lame.
I think the only one that was like a little bit more of a more of a main character was Lily.
Was she the one with the drone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's the one with the Lister hair from Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
she had, like,
Yeah.
Dave Lister
And
hair.
from-
yeah,
She
yeah.
was
That's
in the
all I
first
can
season of
think of.
Loki.
Smeghead.
Schmeghead.
Oh, I was thinking
like,
of
fucking Dave
the lead
Lister.
singer of Counting Crows whenever I would see him.
Oh, yeah.
Who had the wig,
what's his
the dreadlock
name?
wigs?
The one that dated
Adam.
Monica.
Adam Gold.
Duritz.
Durant.
Durant? No, that's Erica Durant. Adam Durkitz.
Durowitz?
Donuts. Durowitz. I think it's Adam Duritz.
Adam
I think
Yosh?
it's Duritz.
Adam Dukovich.
Well, here.
But so the only thing I said, which I already
not
repeated
him.
earlier, was I like to have. I didn't like that. I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about when they were talking about meteorology. I need another character to explain that to, so that way I can understand. Because I want to end this movie feeling like I know everything about tornadoes.
Yeah.
That's what's so awesome about Twister. You watch it and at the end you're just like, oh fuck yeah.
So
okay.
you needed more layman's terms.
Yeah.
You needed that British guy to step up more and ask more questions.
Right.
yeah,
for you.
or some character who was just kind of like out of their element.
Yeah.
Like all the townsfolk that were too stupid to know what to do in a tornado.
Yeah. Yes, those people specifically.
I'm just saying.
Born and
They didn't
raised in
have
Oklahoma.
It's like
There were a
people
lot
in
of-
Florida not knowing to do if there's an alligator in your pool. Like,
There were a lot of basements in the first one. There weren't any basements in this one,
There's-
really.
What does
basements.
basement mean?
Oh, and I knew when they saw Frankenstein, they were watching Frankenstein. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, they're going to show it's alive as soon as the
Yep.
tornado hits.
Mhm.
That's
And they
clever.
did.
It was no Jack Nicholson's face on the tornado in the
Yeah.
first movie.
No.
That was
what was the one
awesome.
that they were playing in the drive-in in the first one?
The Shining.
The Shining
was The
with Jack
Shining. Yeah, you're
Nicholson,
right.
and
Yeah,
it tears the
Yep.
screen apart, and then
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson's face is on,
Yeah,
the, tornado, and
yeah.
that's, Jack Nicholson, that's the
that's
tornado.
right. Yeah.
That's the best part of that movie, that and the cow.
They didn't have a basement there either.
No, they don't. But there are places
They had a snack
that
shack.
Drive
there's
thing.
houses. There were tons of houses.
I'll
and-
have 8 coffees. That's what I remember. He orders like 8 coffees. I don't know.
There was this one moment in the movie when you saw the aftermath of the town's all like torn apart and shit, and there's like a cop car going by and somebody's like, "Please note the curfew."
Right.
And I'm like, "Where are they gonna go?"
I thought the
They
same
can't-
thing.
They can't curfew anywhere.
exactly.
Go inside your rubble. You have to.
Hide under those boards until daybreak.
That's like closing the barn door after the cow escapes there. That's an aphorism.
That's a different cow.
Yeah, I know. More
That's a cow of a different color.
Anything else?
No.
They had a twister in that movie too.
That's right. That's right.
My biggest thing was too long and too many stupid townsfolk. Too many unprepared townsfolk for me. It was frustrating after a while, seeing people being told to move Not just get into the basement or get into a shelter, but move. Right. There's a tornado coming. Run. I don't know.
Danger.
And it was too long for me. All the extra time to reflect on everything could have been cut, and I think it would have been more solid for me. I think I would have enjoyed it more if it just kept going.
Yeah.
Because it opened very strong and it ended very strong.
You could probably cut like 20 minutes out of that film.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
sure.
It's fine.
I still would have liked it 20 minutes shorter.
It's fine.
20 minutes less movie, I still like it.
Yeah.
20 minutes less movie. Yeah, I'll give you that.
25 minutes
I'll meet you there, Tito. I'll meet you there. We'll have a drink. What else we got for categories?
Just favorite quotes.
Oh, cutting back on quotes in general, or categories. Excuse me.
I have like.
What do you got?
I have. Does anything work for me? Like
right.
we just did. What doesn't work? What?
Okay.
Do we still do that one or no?
Let's do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go for it.
Oh,
or Derek, you go first.
Go ahead, Derek.
Well, no, because I pretty much said everything in the opening thoughts.
All right.
We kind of like the opening thoughts kind of like
That's
morphed
true.
into a conversation.
Because I just kind of reiterate that too. I like the chemistry between Daisy Edgar-Jones' Kate and Glen Powell's Tyler.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I really like them together.
That works for me.
And I like the way that they treated the destruction and decimation.
Yes.
Like, they didn't pull any punches, and I think it changed it up from the original. But I don't think this movie would have been as enjoyable.
It gives it more edge.
Right.
Yeah.
And it makes it different from the original. Like, you know, you're still a cool Twister movie, but you know, it's a different tone. And I like that because I think that if they hadn't done that and they tried to emulate the original, they would have failed.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been as enjoyable, and I probably wouldn't go back and see it.
Yeah.
So it would have been just another typical, you know, lame remake that didn't really need to be made. Because that movie still holds up.
I watched it recently.
I mean, I know that there's more technology nowadays, but like, you know, everything in that movie, there's nothing that really aged horribly.
I mean, the most
they still use
CGI thing
CGI.
is the cow.
Yeah.
In the first one, that's the most CGI part of that movie.
Yeah.
That's still the most memorable thing about that movie
right.
to the average viewer, unless you're like a diehard fan.
That's one
People
thing that
just
they got
remember
right,
the cow.
even with like early CGI, like back in the 90s, was animals.
Yeah.
Like, look at Jumanji.
Right.
You know, in Jurassic Park especially,
Yeah.
you know, with the dinosaurs. But I mean, that's one thing that they got down really quickly was animals.
Right.
Yeah.
So the cow does look really good. Steve
Monsters,
Ray
on the
does
other
still
hand,
hold up.
they blew it big time. I don't
Well,
know
it all depends on the budget too.
Yeah.
No
I
big
feel like
budget
people are
movies,
just too smooth. There aren't enough creases.
There's no human imperfection.
Yeah.
Human
Right.
imperfection
You need the
makes
imperfections.
the thing more real.
Tiny variants
That
in the skin.
Exactly.
That uncanny valley, Tito.
Give me your
That's
hands. I'm gonna put a little drop of water in it.
Where are we?
I said, does anything work for me? I like the chemistry, and you guys all agreed.
I did.
Yeah,
I'll go with you on that.
A lot of this movie works for me.
I really liked those two.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, I thought they were great. I like the tornado stuff. I like that they try to go a little, jack it up a little bit, like fire tornado, twin tornado.
Oh, yeah.
Flame-nado.
That's right, yeah.
Flame-nado.
They were twins in the original. they call them sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
the water spouts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't remember that
yeah.
either. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they added a fire tornado, which I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Flame-nado.
They made
Awesome.
like a super. And somehow it just reminded me of just like a comic book movie, though. But I still liked it.
That was great.
I was
Yeah,
like
the
Sandman
tornado in the oil field.
or
See,
Electro.
a flame-nado going through town. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Damn,
Yeah.
man.
She beat it though because she had the polymers.
Mm-hmm.
That's a load of shit.
And the silver iodine.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all
cloud
that.
seeding,
Isotope.
which I hear is bad for the earth, but apparently it's good for tornadoes.
Yeah.
Not at first, though. They keep botching it.
Just because she wasn't adding the cloud seeding aspect to it.
See, that's more of that
They needed the third,
science
the
stuff.
3D thing, which they weren't explaining very well.
No, they didn't.
That's what doesn't work for me. They weren't explaining the science well enough. Because Jurassic Park explains the science so
It
fucking
does.
straight.
back Ben.
With
Oh, we
with
took the frog thing and put the
cartoon,
thing in
Mr.
there.
DNA.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I got it. That makes all the sense.
That's all
in the
you
world.
need.
Yeah.
Needle, mosquito,
Yeah.
boom, dinosaur.
Yeah, and then you lift up their skirts and you see they're all girls.
That's
and then
right.
you put 'em
They're
out
all
there.
girls because of frogs. Well, of course, frogs can change their sex.
Of course, everybody knows
just
that.
science.
Everybody knows that.
Yes.
After a while, you get too many ladies.
Hey,
Some of them become
lady.
boys.
That's
Lady
right.
boys.
Or they form the view. One
Or
or the
they
other.
form the view. They turn to Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah. Well, no, you said ladies.
And Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, wait a minute.
No,
Yeah, that doesn't work
oh,
either.
I like Whoopi Goldberg. Well, leave Guinan alone. Ted Danson did eventually.
Do you know it was only like 2 years ago that I noticed that she doesn't have eyebrows?
Oh, she lost him
doesn't have
after Star
eyebrows
Trek.
for
Next
fucking
Generation.
years, dude.
She shaved him.
No,
after
watch some of her
Next
older
Generation.
films. She doesn't have eyebrows in all the movies.
No, older ones.
Yeah, watch some of her
For
older
real?
movies. You'll be like, oh, she doesn't have the fucking eyebrows.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I thought
Yeah.
it was. She shaved him
I-
to play Guinan.
I think it's
I
more
never
obvious
know.
because she's just like
Yeah.
covered.
Got the brow.
So you're just
Could
like,
be.
oh, where the
I
fuck
think they
are her
cast
eyebrows?
her.
But yeah, it was
in
only
that
like 2 years
because
ago.
she had
She had no
eyebrows.
eyebrows.
Covered that. I'm like,
They're like, we don't have to do any
She
makeup.
really
Oh,
does it.
the chick from Sister Act. All right, no eyebrows.
Yeah, 'cause she doesn't have eyebrows.
You'd make a
This is
cool character on Star Trek.
Play
that for the
the
next
character
category.
in Star Trek that only shows up when it's convenient and does better counseling than the counselor on
That's
the fucking
right.
ship.
She's good. That's
She
Booze will
should have
do
just
that,
been
man.
the counselor.
That's what Booze does.
Yep. Your bartender,
Bartenders.
and they had that blue-balled barber too. They
What did he say?
Hell no.
dispensed it, Mott.
Mr. Mott dispensed
That's
better,
right.
more
The applesauce
information
guy.
than Deanna Troy. Deanna Troy is just useless.
That's what I said.
But what about those mini
You
skirts?
open me up to that, man, and
Those mini skirts.
you are absolutely right.
Deanna Troy.
Oh
would wear
yeah,
mini skirts.
yeah.
sometimes.
No, she looked good.
Yeah, or then she would
She
wear
looked
the one.
she looked
Oh,
good.
the one
She
piece.
looked good.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
she would wear the
looked
mini
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the blue top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
but she was
on.
the only one. She was the only one who didn't have to wear a uniform, and they call her out on that
Yeah.
in like
Well, she had
season
feelings.
7.
Yeah.
when the new captain takes over and says, "Hey, you're a science officer. Get in uniform." Ronnie Cox.
That's right.
Cox. Remember Ronnie Cox?
She had the little thing though.
Yeah.
Got the
Oh,
thing.
she had the communicator. Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
Well,
that's
that-
what
that
else
was
do you
she
need?
was-
She always wore that like maroon cat
I'm
suit.
sorry. You play ball with the rest, or you don't play ball. Mm-hmm. I was always a Keiko fan. I thought she was super cute. I mean, she
Keiko?
was annoying.
Miles
but she-
O'Brien's wife?
Yeah, like,
Really?
The most unbelievable thing in that movie is not the Borg; is that Keiko would fall for Cole Meany.
Oh, Cole Meany.
Oh wow.
He's got such a great personality.
No, he's got a huge potato face.
He does
it
have
doesn't
a
look
big
like it
potato
hurts,
face.
like Anthony
He's got that curly hair.
Ramos, Antonio Ramos. My face hurts. It just looked like it hurt. Watch him again.
Say hello to my enormous head.
It hurts. Here are my teeth. They're like chiclets. Here. Where are we?
You got another category?
Not like just the
Favorite
quote.
quote?
We
Yeah.
didn't do what works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
The chemistry, but I also I want to remind people of the switching of the good crew, bad crew.
Oh yeah.
I really thought that
I
was
did. I like that too.
Yeah. Good.
Favorite quotes. I'm not back. I like that. That was
That- a good
to the
callback.
original. Ever since you got struck by lightning,
That's mine.
you got fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how that works.
That is a great line. I'm taking that.
Yeah.
I like that guy. He was on
He looked familiar.
Is it Atypical?
Oh, I never
It was
saw
this
that.
show with Michael Rappaport, and he's got the son who
Yeah.
has autism.
Sarah watches this
and
show.
He
She loves
worked,
it.
yeah, that Indian guy worked with
Yeah.
his son at like the Radio Shack or whatever, and would dispense advice to him, and he's hilarious in that show. That's why I was so surprised because I knew him
Right.
and I knew Sabrina, and I was like, "What the fuck? They just killed all
Right.
these people? That's wild." But I liked it. It was,
Very Scream-like.
it was very
like you
Drew
said.
Barrymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved it.
I thought that was Ella Fanning for some reason.
Elle fan.
Elle Fanning.
Elle Fanning.
Maybe
wasn't.
it was Ella Fanning.
Or Elle Fanning, not Ella. It's Elle Fanning.
Ella Fitzgerald.
Ella
Elephant Gerald.
L
Eeyore.
E-L-L-E.
I don't know. I
think
thought it was
like the
Ella
magazine.
Fanning, but it's
Yeah,
Elle Fanning.
Elle McPherson.
Yeah,
the-
L.
Elle
magazine.
McPherson. Oh, okay.
Elle
I thought that was
McPherson,
her,
Elle
but it wasn't.
Fanning.
Doesn't
Ella
matter. None of this
Enchanted.
matters.
Anyway, it's not her. It's Sabrina.
Thank you.
Sabrina.
It's Sabrina.
Kieran and Shipka.
She's got a. Oh yeah, she's good.
Also from Totally Killer.
Oh,
Yeah, she was the daughter.
but the one that died? No,
No, she's the one that
daughter's
goes
the
back.
lead.
Yeah, she's the lead.
Yeah.
No.
The
I'm not-
one from Totally Killer is the lead. The
I'm
one who dies right at the beginning with the glasses, I thought was Elle Fanning.
Oh yeah, no, that was Kieran Shipka.
Thank you.
Yeah.
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 No, the one that dies in the beginning. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Wait,
Kieran
yeah.
Shipka.
yeah, who's in Totally Killer. She's the daughter that goes back in time.
Well,
Oh, she
then
is a Totally
so
Killer.
Yeah,
are they both?
she's
in
the main
Totally
character.
Killer?
That
I thought
yeah.
the other girl was
Yeah,
from
so
Totally
did I.
Killer.
All right, so
I
then,
thought it was the other girl too.
No, I
You're
think
right.
the other girl might be from To It. Maybe.
So who the hell is the other girl that I'm talking about?
Well, the other girl's from-
Neither of them are Elle Fanning. Let's get that out of the
No,
way.
none of them are Elle Fanning.
Oh, she's not in that movie at all. I don't know
No.
any of these fucking movies. Under the Banner of. Oh, that's a TV show.
Mm.
Oh, you were talking about this though, where the crawdads sing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I never heard of it.
Oh, give me
It's based on a book.
home where
War
the
of the Worlds.
crawdads
She was
are-
in the World of Worlds TV show.
Oh, Dakota
last
Fanning
very
was in
long.
the movie. Not Elle Fanning, but Dakota Fanning.
Oh, that's why I didn't recognize
Mm.
her from Totally Killer because she wasn't in it.
There you go.
But she should be in more things because she's fucking.
Yeah, she was
dynamite.
good.
I think she's dynamite.
Wait a minute.
She was
Who?
in, the girl
Daisy
that's like-
Edgar-Jones,
Yeah.
the main character in
Kate.
this movie.
Yeah.
I'm probably more Team Daisy though.
Yeah,
not me.
totally.
Team Kara.
I don't know. Daisy's.
Oh no,
Swept
Team
me right off my feet.
Daisy. Now
swept
that's
me
the
right off
lead,
my feet.
right? Swept me
Yeah.
off my feet too.
Swept me right off my feet.
100%. And the other girl's okay.
She
She's
carried me
okay.
right out the house.
She made the
She
movie.
bet me over.
She
picked
made
me
the
up and
movie.
carried me right through the
Trying
threshold.
easy to
50
sweep
states.
me off. Mike.
It's not from anything. It is now.
That could be anybody, though.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Doesn't have to be a woman.
MVP.
MVP?
Oh, shit. We were still doing quotes. Fuck.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you didn't do your quote.
I liked yours.
I don't, okay. What was yours?
I had his.
You did. Okay.
Yeah,
Here we go.
I did.
Back to quotes. Tito.
I like Derek's.
Love San Dimas.
I picked Derek's.
All right.
All right. Okay. I don't remember any of the quotes of the
MVP.
movie.
I didn't write one because we haven't been doing quotes. We usually
We
thought
stopped the
we do
quotes
like-
thing.
Okay.
That's
Like
why.
a
I couldn't
four or
remember. We
five.
hadn't done
forgot.
We
categories
haven't
in so
done.
long.
Yeah, we're coming to the end
Yeah.
of this season, and we're gonna rehash the show for the new
Okay.
season anyway.
All
Start
right.
doing some new stuff.
It's all clowns.
My quote is gonna be Sarah, my wife, during the movie where she watched all the annoying people and said, and I quote, "Fucking die already." And that's Sarah Macrina.
Nice.
There you go.
Sarah
Fucking
McCready.
diary.
MVP.
The tornadoes.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I died
they
slow.
were just very well done, and they were awesome. That, like I said, that felt like it was a horror movie, and they were the killer.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tornadoes.
You know, they were
Tornadoes for you?
stalking the people.
Yeah.
Now MVP is Daisy Edgar-Jones. What are you doing? She swept me right off my feet. I already said that. She's awesome in this movie.
I'm going with Tito
I
on
wanna
that
have her
one.
babies.
Tornadoes a close second, but that girl's awesome. Great lead.
I like Glen
carried that
Powell.
movie.
He's
Glen Powell's
he's
great.
a good
Glen Powell's
actor,
good
but
too.
every time she's not on the screen, I'm like, damn, where's fucking Kate?
Where's
Yeah.
Daisy? Daisy!
She's not on the screen. That was meant to be.
Luigi.
That was meant to be. She is, every time she's not on the screen, I'm like, damn, I wish she was on the screen right now. She is magnetic. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Kate.
All right.
And you gave it to her as well.
I'm going to give it to her, too.
Oh,
I agree.
You're going to give it to her?
So
You're gonna
give it to her?
said?
R.I.P. Bill Paxton.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yes,
R.I.P. Bill
Yeah.
Paxton.
That's what I have for whatever happened to Bill Paxton.
Oh, we're doing that again, too?
Philip
No,
Seymour Hoffman?
I didn't know what, so I just filled in like
Yeah.
all the ones that we had from before.
All right. Okay.
I
Like,
always
was this
like,
make Mark's rotation? I put no.
No, it didn't.
Peter Cushing.
Although,
as,
you know
Ben.
what? I would
I had
would
Peter
watch
Cushing
it.
as Ben.
I would watch it.
and
I
Una is
put-
the twister.
Yeah, it's only the,
No, Peter
It's only the
Cushing
tornado,
and
sir.
Christopher Lee as both twisters. You
Yes.
know? Oh, Peter, isn't this delightful? We're sucking up all these people.
We got
It
misters.
sure is.
We got misters.
Such plumage on the girl that I just sucked up. Oh no, no, no.
The twister, sir.
it's only a twister.
Oh, Peter, I think it's time for your medicine.
Let me spin around, Christopher. Round and round I go. Look at me going and destroying all the people. Look at all the people in the theater. Come into me, children. Come into my funnel.
Don't they look like little fleas, Mommy?
Fleas on parade.
Fleas would have been smarter than those people. Oh, it's tornado. Let me sit. Should I finish the movie or should I go? I've lived here my whole life. What do I do?
Derp.
I mean, that takes the fun out of the movie.
That's
though,
called
doesn't
derp.
it?
Then suck them all up
Yeah.
and let me see them die.
I mean, if everyone,
What? No,
if everybody went underground for Godzilla, then what's he smashing?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
no,
Who's
people
Superman
prepare-
saving when Brainiac comes to fucking Metropolis if they're not running stupidly for their lives? not
Well, we
knowing what
haven't
to
seen
do?
Brainiac in a movie yet.
Yeah?
That doesn't count.
I'm not saying the movie itself.
No,
but
I'm
like,
saying the movie. When Godzilla shows up in the many sequels, they have a plan. It doesn't always work,
the people
but
of
they have
Japan.
a drill. Sure they do. They know what to do. They run. They don't sit there like, oh, a big lizard. What should I do?
Sometimes they stare at it. It gives it a little more gravitas.
Gravitas.
Right, that line of people.
You know, there's
staring
always
up.
that like,
There's
like
that one guy.
What's that fucking Independence Day when they're just staring at the light?
Oh, yeah.
Lasered.
That was the
Holding
group
up
of
the signs.
druggies.
Yeah,
Take me with
take me
you.
with you.
Well, they were
Yeah.
druggies. That was an entire town of those people from Independence
Yeah.
Day. Sorry, if you're going to be that stupid, I deserve to see them sucked into tornado oblivion.
That sucks.
Not enough. Not enough sucked. They sucked, but they didn't suck or get sucked.
It certainly does.
It certainly
It certainly does suck.
You see, it sucks as it cuts. It certainly does suck.
Hey, we're in Delaware.
I gotta go to
I
a
love
Broadway show.
Hey, we're gonna go to a Broadway show.
I fell on
Yeah,
my
look.
keys.
We're in Delaware.
Boy, Wayne's World was a good movie.
Zang.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
They know what to do if there was a tornado. Are there tornadoes in Milwaukee?
They probably die.
I don't know. But they have a basement, so they'd be fine.
Milwaukee? No, well, they're in
Milwaukee?
They're in Illinois.
This guy know how to party
they
or
go
what?
to they go to
Milwaukee to see
Alice Cooper.
Alice
That's
Cooper.
what it is. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They live in
Yeah.
Which is the suburbs of
And that's why they do that whole Laverne and Shirley montage.
Yes. Okay.
Because they go to Milwaukee.
We should do that movie.
Yeah, Laverne and Shirley could survive a tornado too. They know what to do. Anybody would know what to do.
I would run into my basement.
Yeah, because you're smart. Kind of.
With evil Rob Lowe.
With evil Rob.
Be trapped there, though. Although you never know. I might be like, what the fuck's the tornado doing in Rhode Island?
It's true.
And just get
Wait,
like
listen.
baffled.
Wait,
We had a tornado in Cumberland.
Yeah.
It went right by our house.
That's right.
We knew what to do. If
You remember
things
that.
get bad, we go into the basement.
It was the
There we
day. It was the day before we broke for our July break.
Yep.
It was that Wednesday night. You guys had just left. It had started to rain, and I was
Hard.
down here
Oh, yeah.
watching a movie,
Went
and all of
right
a sudden
by the
everybody's
house.
phones was exploding
A
with the
cow
tornado
flew
warning.
by.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we were
So
all
my
in
wife
the
and
living
daughter
room.
came down to hide with me, and then of course I had to go upstairs and see it.
That's on you.
There you
was
go.
on me.
See, that's why
and
that
I did.
happens.
That's on
I could see like the lightning and like all this weird colors like going by.
Oh,
and
wow.
I saw that
it
too.
was so cool.
Kathy's down here yelling, Brian, get
She
down
was.
here. Get back
She
down here.
absolutely
What
was.
are you
Yeah.
doing?
What are you doing? Get away from the window. Look at.
What's wrong with you? What's
like
wrong with you,
fireworks
Brian?
out
It was
here.
amazing.
See?
But we knew what
Sometimes
to
you got to
do.
look at the tornado.
We
That's
knew
right.
what to do, Tito.
When's
hard.
the next time I'm going to see a tornado?
That's what the people of town were thinking.
That's right.
No, the people of the town were thinking, rodeo.
Give it a few weeks, so you'll see another one. Yeah.
First of all,
Glen
they're
Powell
at-
drove by and dug in
They're
at
at
my
a first
front
of all,
lawn.
they are at a
I want that pickup
rodeo.
truck.
That many people at a rodeo means this town's not all there to begin with because rodeos are horrible.
This is not my first rodeo.
Rodeos are
But
terrible.
it's Oklahoma.
I don't care if it's Oklahoma. They're awful anywhere. But being in Oklahoma, you would think they would know what to do. It's unforgivable.
You think they're not entertaining? Or,
Oklahomians?
No, rodeos.
Rodeos.
I don't think they're entertaining.
You don't think they're entertaining?
I feel bad for the bull.
What about the horses?
I don't care about the horses. Horses suck.
Those are fun, right? They ride them
Bulls are
around, they're
majestic
fucking-
creatures.
Majestic?
Bulls
Yeah.
are majestic.
I
Huge.
agree.
They're majestic.
Yeah.
Virile creatures.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Bulls. It's even in the name,
I know
bull.
what I'm getting you for Christmas.
That's right. I have respect for the bull.
Bulls.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
To hell with horses. The bull.
You get
the
the
mightiest.
clowns and they fucking...
You could have
fucking
had a
run through
clown
something.
on a horse getting sucked up into
bull
a
as
tornado.
opposed to
don't
the
ride
cuck.
the horses. They just run around
Yeah,
like
they
idiots.
try to distract.
Excuse me, I don't know rodeo
Oh, there was a
etiquette.
clown, though. He
There
just didn't
was a
get-
rodeo.
there
That's
was a
what I
clown.
mean.
There
Yeah.
was
Missed
a rodeo
opportunity.
clown.
Do you not listen to when I talk?
No, you were saying that
I
you
said
hoped
rodeo
there had been
clowns. Missed
but I don't
opportunity.
remember.
So did you want to see the clown get sucked up and make like the goofy sound?
Yeah,
Anything.
That's what I was going to say earlier.
Anything.
When you guys were talking about it, I said
Anything.
when you said it's a missed opportunity, I said it could have been a callback to the original movie. Instead of the cow, you had a clown go by.
Yes.
And then you have another clown go by.
Not-
And this
it's
was
the
like
same
upside down.
clown.
But as they like get closer to the camera, they do like the goofy laugh or something.
Just seeing a bunch of rodeo clowns sucked up into a tornado is enough. They don't have to break the fourth wall and do something stupid to the camera.
But that would have
just
been
seeing
fun.
them like, we're clowns and we suck. I mean, rodeo clowns. And some horses. I'm hot.
Where's the Tylenol?
Now I'm
All right,
flustered.
so is that it for Twister?
That's it.
That's it.
All right.
So that's
That's
Twisters.
Twisters.
See
Let's
it.
go, baby.
See it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See it.
Absolutely.
What
It's
the hell?
on
It's
Paramount.
fun.
Yeah, it's
Paramount
fun.
Plus or Peacock?
Peacock?
Peacock.
It's on
It's
Peacock.
free if you pay for Peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's free if
Yeah.
you pay for Peacock.
Yeah.
If you have Peacock, see it for free. There's plenty of moments for bathroom breaks. Anytime a tornado's not on
Or you
screen.
could just like pause it like normal people.
No.
Right? Yeah.
No, because then you'll be there all night.
Anytime Daisy's not on screen, go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
yeah. Don't go anywhere. No, don't go into the bathroom.
When she's not on screen, don't go,
Yeah.
go to the
No,
bathroom.
stay there.
When she's on screen.
Yeah.
When she's not on screen.
When Hertz face guys show up, that's when you go to the bathroom. I can't look at
Sometimes they're on the
I feel
screen
like
together.
his face is like sandpaper. You caress that guy's cheek, and it's like the toughest grain of sandpaper imaginable. It's so
It's like
leathery.
his face is made out of a cat's tongue.
Shoe leather.
Oh.
A cat's tongue. That's exactly what it would be like. My face hurts. Watch him. You'll see it again. It makes your rotation.
And now
Next time you watch
I keep
it.
seeing Mona with her stretched face.
Mona.
Oh, from
from Brazil. Because
It's
ever
like-
since he said that, I'm like, yeah, kind of.
I secretly love you, and
Is it the
everybody knows
freckles?
it.
I know. Is it the freckles?
No, it's not the freckles. Freckles don't bother me. It's
sandpapery
there's
look.
like a whole texture to his face that just looks like a catcher's mitt or something. I don't know.
Well, and I think he has a very high hairline. So there's he's got a lot of forehead.
You know, he's the only man, and I will ever say this, he looked better with the man bun. He had the man
to start
bun
the
in
movie,
the
he's
opening.
got the man bun.
When he shaved the man bun, the face was like, here I
I
am.
don't like man buns.
I hate man
I'm
buns.
a man bun guy.
I am not either.
Put the man bun back in.
I like
You're drawing all the
like-
attention to your face.
I like my men
Put it in the front.
bunless. Hey, this was fun, huh? I wish
man
Twisters
buns.
was as much fun as our episode on it, but no, it's fine. I'm ragging on you there, but it's not that bad of a movie. You guys make it fun to talk about,
It's a fun movie.
so definitely check it out for sure. Watch it with my wife sometime. It's hilarious.
And if they want to hear about movies that we did that weren't fun,
We have Geek Flag.
We have Geek Flag
You're doing.
to do.
You're pulling
I
at
know.
me. You're
Yeah.
pulling.
That's where I thought Mark was going, though. That's why I was like, I'm
did
getting ready
you-
to like call him out.
Did you do that deliberately?
yeah, of course.
Because it was a very good segue.
Yeah, it's fun.
I was.
If you
I
could
was-
edit and put that after the geek flag, then it would
Yeah,
work
that was
perfectly.
good. Well,
Of course,
You know what? I
absolutely
can
did that on
clone that little bit of
You can.
dialogue.
Just be careful. Be
Oh.
careful,
More than
Brian.
and
one.
insert it later.
It starts with that. Next thing you know, you got a theme park of segues.
That's
that
right.
purpose. So many
running
segues.
along. What's making our geek flag fly, gentlemen?
Tornadoes.
So,
Flying too fast.
you were talking football earlier,
Yeah.
and it made me think. There's a the Raiders. No, not the Raiders. There was a Raiders one, and there was a Baltimore Ravens. Ravens and the Raiders. Two different documentaries, but they were 30 for 30s that I just watched recently. Siobhan likes to put those on sometimes when she's not in the mood for Bob's Burgers. She'll put on.
Oh,
30s,
cool. I
30s
love
for
30
30s.
for 30s.
And they're
Bob's
wicked,
Burgers.
yeah. And
The
these,
O.J. Simpson one's fantastic.
right?
If you've never seen it.
So the one that we just watched was Baltimore, and that year that they had that.
Oh, in the middle of the night where they disappeared? Oh, you said the year that they won.
No, the year that they won, like when
Oh.
they
Wait,
were
who
like,
disappeared?
when Ray Lewis and like that
Yeah,
that
okay,
team
the
and
whole
they
thing with
had like
Georgia?
such an
Yeah.
awesome
Oh,
season.
you know,
Oh.
he killed somebody, Ray Lewis.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean, he had a suit,
Acquitted.
he had a suit covered in blood. I never found the bloody suit.
I believe
No,
that.
there's one. The Baltimore Ravens used to be the Baltimore Colts, and when they were leaving town to go to Indianapolis, they waited till the middle of the night, packed up the entire stadium, and drove out of town. And when everybody got up in the morning, they were like, "Where the fuck did the Colts go?" Oh, they went to Indianapolis. Cool, thanks, Baltimore.
Basketball made a joke about that or
Oh, did
something
they?
like that in the beginning. They talked about how teams started training or shifting to other locations, and I believe they made a joke.
Well, and
There
they
was
did
a
a
thing
lot.
that
Of,
they
never
well, and there was a
got.
lot of that in the Raiders one because the one about the Raiders was how like the whole Oakland and at Los Angeles and the mayor of Los Angeles like was supposed to he made all these promises about redoing the stadium.
Yeah.
That just never did it, and that's why they end up leaving.
And they went.
Yeah.
Oh, they went back to Oakland.
Back to
right?
Oakland.
So
They
that
got
was the
LA to
joke.
Oakland,
That was the
back,
joke.
and then they
that
ended
was
up in Vegas.
Yeah, the Raiders moved from Oakland to LA and then back to Oakland. No one noticed. That's what
Exactly.
it was. Okay, well now I
But yeah,
get that.
check them out if you're a football fan.
Nice.
Two really good ones. I don't know the names, the actual titles of the things, but there's one
Was she watching them on Netflix?
on Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they usually have the 30 for 30s on there.
yeah,
They're all a lot of them are really good.
yeah. There is some really good ones. They're very well made.
Cool.
For
There's
another
an
hour.
O.J. Simpson one where it's every interesting thing that happened in sports the day he was in the Bronco chase.
Oh, no shit.
There are no interviews the entire documentary.
Oh, that's weird.
It's just footage of the Bronco chase, what's happening, and like Arnold Palmer winning his last major. The Dodgers, like a no hitter was pitched. Like, like all these amazing things happened that day, and nobody noticed because O.J. Simpson was
everybody was
fucking on the
fixated
run
on-
from the cops.
Right, and everybody was
it's
watching.
very good though.
Elvis made his return.
Right.
Yeah.
We had the second coming.
He had been
of
dead for
Christ.
10 years
no.
and
Bigfoot
nobody
showed
noticed.
up in a top hat. No one cared.
No one
The
cared.
Raiders moved from Oakland to LA.
No one noticed.
And no one noticed. Nice.
Yeah, Brian.
Brian, what about you?
I got a couple of things really quick. Mark, I watched Hysteria all the way through.
see
Loved
the
that
show.
show.
Oh, awesome.
That was good.
Glad you
Kathy
liked
and I
it.
both watched it. We both loved it.
Yeah, good.
Really fantastic show. I love the cast.
I do too.
I'm surprised you didn't mention it when you brought it up that the girl that played, they were calling her Goat Girl.
Yeah, was
the girl
from
from-
Hereditary.
who got her
I
head
didn't
cut
want to
off.
spoil it for anybody because
Okay.
I knew you were
There's
watching
a lot
it.
of good cameos. I
There's
was like,
great
holy shit.
cameos.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
that's
one who got
awesome.
decapitated.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton showed up in
Right
one
at the
scene.
beginning.
I'm like, oh my god.
Reanimator.
Yeah.
I didn't want to give it away for
Yeah,
anybody.
no,
Yeah.
it's really good. Really
It's
good.
a fun show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yep. I liked it a lot.
They're only in that
Thanks
one
for turning me
episode?
onto that one. Huh?
They're only in that one episode?
Yes.
Jeffrey Combs and
I think they're in one
Barbara
episode. Yeah. Yeah. It was a flashback, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
The cast is great. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they play the parents
Of
the crazy religious
That's
lady.
the one. Yes. Yep.
Something McKenna, whatever her name is.
Tracy, right?
McDuff.
Tracy.
Yeah.
Tracy.
The one from Pitch Perfect.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anna Camp.
Yes.
Anna Camp.
Anna
Yes,
Camp.
that's her name. Yeah.
So Anna Camp.
Yep.
She's a nut in this show, but she's very menacing. She's
She is.
very detestable,
Yeah.
but a great actress.
Yeah.
She's like Allison Pill.
plays that good.
in that show.
And
Them.
man, do they
Remember
have that
the
80s
racist
hair down.
white lady who
Like
was
the
Allison
feathered
Pill,
hair.
yes,
Allison
Everybody's
from,
got like the look, man. You would love it because it's got a
Picard,
very 80s
and
vibe.
she's in a bunch of stuff. But remember her
Yes.
on Them? She was
Yeah, when
the-
they live in Compton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
She's awful in that show, but awfully
Yes.
good to hate.
Yeah.
Very good.
And that's
Yeah.
what's her name in this?
You guys, Tito and Derek, you guys.
Yeah,
would-
definitely,
would
it's a
both
fun
love
show.
that.
Yeah, I've been
It's
meaning
good.
to watch it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I recommend
Check
good
it out.
things sometimes. I'm not all shit.
Not
Yeah.
at all. Skeleton Crew started yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They
Oh, it
dropped 2 episodes on Disney Plus, and they're fantastic.
Started
I'm really
it.
digging it so
Started
far.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. I like where it's going. Not that I really know where it's going just yet, but I have some ideas. They
I have to
dropping
see. I
breadcrumbs.
get to see the rest of the first episode and the second one, but it had a werewolf in the beginning,
Yeah.
and it had nods to the Star Wars holiday special.
I was telling Mark before you guys came over because we kind of brought it up, and I thought, obviously there are Goonies references or Goonies vibe about it.
Right.
But I was telling Mark it's starting to remind me a bit of like Disney's Treasure Planet.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, because they live on this planet that's they don't realize it, but there's something special about it.
Okay.
So it's cool. Check it out.
And
Check
they
it out.
have surfboards.
Check it out.
Space surfboards.
Space surfboards. Good
Space
soundtrack
boards.
too. When
Who
he's
was the
doing
guy? Who was the kid? Who played
In
what's the
Treasure
kid
Planet?
in Treasure Island? What's that kid's name?
Jim Hawkins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was the voice in that?
Robin. What's his name? 3 names from Third Rock from the Sun.
Joseph
Gordon,
Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Gordon,
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Gordon, Tommy Lewis.
Yeah, that's why I said 3 names.
Yeah. What are those 3 names?
Johnny 3 names.
I'm gonna go get the papers. Get the papers. Get the papers.
Yeah, Johnny 2
Johnny
times.
3 names.
And my last thing is on Disney Plus. Also, is Martin Scorsese produced a documentary called The Beatles '64. It's all about their arrival in America the first time, when right after the Kennedy assassination, and they arrive to do the Ed Sullivan Show and do a small tour of the East Coast, and it kind of follows that. A lot of unseen footage, a lot of stuff I had never ever seen before.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Where did Scorsese get it all?
I don't know, man.
He
He
gets
didn't
anything.
direct it, but he produced it. So I don't know.
Okay.
But he's
It's a powerhouse.
There's another director that's doing a series of documentaries that's on the Beatles, but he's doing it individually
Individual,
on each,
yeah, I saw
on
that.
each Beatle.
Yep.
So there's going to be one on George, one on John, one on Paul, one on Ringo.
Yeah.
So they're all going to
looking
be
forward
like
to
2
as
hours
well.
long, and Ringo's going to be like 15 minutes.
7.5
Gotcha.
minutes with
Yeah.
commercial breaks. For sure.
Hello, I'm Ringo. That's it. Good night.
We're going to hang this right here on the fridge so everyone can see it.
I was Mr. Conductor. Roll credits.
Did you know I was in
Oh,
a movie
shit.
called Caveman with Dennis Quaid? I was.
Oh, Ringo stars in that movie? I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
That's how he met his wife. Barbara Bach was in that with him.
Oh, I guess he
Yep.
did something.
He wrote the Octopus song,
John-
right?
John
He
Matusik
wrote
was in that
the
song.
Octopus's Garden.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
song is terrible.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
It's awful. No wonder Ringo wrote that
I
one.
love that song.
What's it? Shelley Long's in it too?
Shelley
Shelley
Long.
I have it on
Long.
DVD. if
I
you
like
wanna
the
borrow
Money
it.
Pit.
I'll dig it out.
Fuck, I forgot about
The Money
that
Pit.
movie.
Yeah, Shelley Long.
She's awesome in that. I love that movie. Tom Hanks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
$2.
How long before you guys finish?
Ha,
2
I got you now, you little menace.
Anyway, that's
like
it for me. Tito.
it's like Liv's favorite movie. Better Off Dead. Right?
Nice.
Oh, it's fantastic.
She loves
that
that
movie's
movie.
awesome.
Yep.
Tito,
It's
what's
pure snow. Can't feel
Do you know what the street value of this mountain is?
That's the best part
the
of
best?
the
No,
movie.
the best line is when he's like, "Gee, Ricky, I'm really sorry your mom exploded.
I'm really sorry your mom blew up, Ricky.
Your mom blew up."
This is it reminds me of the moonshine Ricky's dad used to make.
Oh, when what's his name? Booger. It's sitting in class and he's got like that jar of chloroform with like
with like a
stuffed
baby
pig
in it?
penis in it.
Yeah.
Whole
Like
thing.
a little baby in it.
And he's like poking it saying, "Wake up,
Formaldehyde.
wake up." It's just so random, that movie.
Love that movie.
arm.
Tito, you, sir, Geek Flag.
I saw a movie a couple of weeks ago. I guess I'll put it on here because I haven't seen anything besides football in a few weeks. It was Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. You ever see that movie?
No,
never even heard of it.
Mean
Girl?
Me
and
Earl
Oh, okay.
and the Dying Girl.
Yeah.
John Bernthal's in it. Nick Offerman, Molly Shannon. I didn't recognize the three main characters from anything else. But it's essentially about a kid whose mom makes him go hang out with a girl who's going to die. And they become really close friends.
Well, that's depressing.
And his partner is Earl, and they make movies based off of real movies. And they make these shorts. So they take a movie and they change the name of the movie, and they're really bad, but he shows them to her. They become best friends. It was really a fucking heartbreaking film, but really, really good. And that's like the last thing I saw that I absolutely loved. But it's really interesting. I'm a big John Bernthal fan, and he is fucking really good in this movie. And Nick Offerman plays the guy's dad, and he is just a fucking kook. Very funny.
They're both great.
It is a really funny movie, but it's got some sad parts to it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's in the title there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And it's got a twist to it too, where even though
she doesn't die.
Yeah, maybe
she was dead all along.
Oh,
at the end of the movie, I was like, "Oh, you motherfuckers, you got me! You fucking got me!" That's why I think I liked it the most, because I haven't had like a genuine reaction like that to a movie in a long time.
Nice.
I was like, "Oh, you told me it was going to be this, and it was fucking
something
this.
else.
Fucking fucks." You know, it
was the ending from the side you didn't see.
I left my house, and on the way here, all I
Clever
could think
movie.
about is how I wasn't going to swear a lot.
Too late.
For Mark's mom.
And then I swore
and I
most
just
of them
said the F word like 100 times.
So did I.
And I don't think I swore that much earlier.
You were making up for lost time,
No.
Tito. Yeah.
No, I was going on a rant this whole show. Don't worry about it.
I swore a lot.
My mom forgives you,
That
Tito.
last minute.
I dropped one too earlier.
She forgives you.
No, but that was
my mom
I
thinks
was just
we're
like
cool.
rapid fire. But that's mine. Yeah, besides football.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Well, I am extremely late to this party. This party where if I showed up to the party, everybody would have been dead by now, long ago. I have been watching some early Jim Jarmusch films. A movie called Down.
Jarmusch?
Jarmusch. My friend pronounces Jarmusch. Some say
Garbage.
Jarmusch.
I always thought it was Jarmusch.
Garbage. I've heard Jarmusch.
I heard Jarmusch.
Jarmusch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jarmusch, tomato. Anyway, a friend of mine at work recommended a movie called Down by Law, which was one of his first films that he did with Tom Waits, Roberto Benigni, and it is a fantastic, fantastic movie. I've not only started really liking Jim Jarmusch movies because the only ones I had seen were Dead Man and The
like
Dead
Dead
Don't
Man.
Die, and that was
That's a good
really
one,
it.
too.
And
You never saw Ghost Dog?
And Ghost Dog.
Oh, he did Ghost Dog.
He did
Oh,
Ghost Dog.
all right.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
I
did
love that
like that
movie.
one.
That's a good
Anyway,
movie.
I've become a fan of his. And not only that,
Forrest
but
Whitaker.
because Tom Waits has been in pretty much all his films,
Yeah.
I started listening to Tom Waits music, which I never really listened to before, and I really liked. I'm a Tom Waits fan now. So very late to this party. You know, I'll come back with, you hear about this thing called the internet. You know, that'll be my next geek flag. You know, they have this thing called the microwave now.
Really?
Yeah, so that's...
Is it tiny?
Mark, can I interest you in a canapé?
He's got an acquired
Renfield.
taste. Yeah.
right.
Renfield from...
Yeah.
Right. From his,
Yeah, Tom Waits.
He does. His music is an acquired
Oh, I was
taste.
like Jim Jarmusch. I always feel
He
like he's
is,
a bit
yeah.
of an acquired taste.
It's one of those underground kind of films, artsy. It's not for everybody,
No.
but I like that kind of stuff. So, and Down by Law, I thought was a fantastic movie. So that's one. And the other thing, around this time, I watched a lot of action films. I revisited a movie I really like called The Substitute with Tom Berenger and Ernie Hudson.
Oh, wow.
You went
and then-
backwards?
No, the first
Did you
one.
just watch the other ones recently?
No. I've seen.
I feel like you were texting me
I
about
was
part
texting
2
you
recently.
I'm going to tell you.
All right.
So I was rewatching the first one, and then I realized after the first one was done, they recommended part 2. Now this one has Treat Williams. I had no interest, but I decided to watch the second one, and then the third one. And these movies, as ridiculous as they are friggin' hilarious
Is
to watch.
Treat Williams
Treat
the same
Williams
character?
is not the same character.
Different guy. Okay.
Different character, different story. He's the same character in part 2 and 3. And imagine my surprise when after 3, there's a part 4, which I haven't got to yet. But fans of franchises and lousy franchises, such as myself, the substitute franchise are awesome. How many people, how many non-survivors turned substitute teachers can there be?
This guy can't get a full-time job.
He can't.
He's just subbing everywhere.
Yeah. That's
No
it. He
school will
subs.
hire him.
Something always happens to
He
somebody
kills
he
everybody.
knows. It takes place in a school, and he's got a sub.
He's like, I guess I got to leave. I killed everybody at
that's
this
so
school.
good. You need to see
All the
them.
kids are
You've
dead.
got to see them. They're so hilarious, Tito. You being in action.
We had
fan.
the conversation. I was
Yeah,
like,
there's
I
no
can't
other substitute.
Watch Treat Williams without fucking.
But
it's got to be Tom Berenger.
But if it's not the same character, can you do it?
Possibly.
All right, because it's an entirely different character.
Then I'd
Is
be
it the
more
same school?
inclined to see.
No.
Like Teen Wolf 2, like I could get down on like a Teen Wolf 2.
If you can
so
get down on a Teen Wolf 2, you can
Same
get
kind
down
of
on
world with
Substitute,
the Substitute.
2 and 3. The Substitute franchise. Check it out, people.
They're all like VHS. Fucking
Yeah,
shit,
so
VHS movies.
so that's the demographic. Go for the really bad, schlock movies, or go for the deep artsy films.
There
that I have
is no
recommended.
middle ground with you.
There's no middle ground. No, there's no twisters. No time for twisters. I'm going artsy fartsy or schlock. That's it.
Alan Barkin is in Down by Law. I thought I saw it, but I don't think I ever have.
It's a pretty good movie. It's basically like a Marx Brothers movie on crack. These guys end up in prison, and it's just these three guys escaping prison. It's very funny. It's a funny underground flick, man, with great music by Tom Waits. Love it.
Awesome.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Well,
And
so
if you like Tom Waits,
if you like Tom
where can they
Waits,
hear him, Brian?
or what was it you
Well,
said?
Tito, they can go to Spotify because we've done nothing about it.
We haven't. I don't think we've ever talked about Tom Waits.
Stay tuned, guys.
Waits?
Not
We got the
once
Tom Waits
have
episode
we
coming.
talked about Tom Waits.
Say Tom.
Wait until our Christmas episode.
Oh,
We're gonna
that's
be very
right.
pleasantly
That's right.
surprised by the amount of Tom Waits in it.
Well,
Say,
yeah.
wait. Say Tom Waits. Tom Waits.
Wait. Say Tom. Say
It's going to be chock full of Tom Waits.
an entire podcast dedicated
Purely
to
Tom Waits. He'll be on the episode.
Just wait till season 7, folks.
He'll be there.
Tom
too.
Waits all the time.
Excuse me, I burped. I've never burped on a podcast before, I don't think, but if I have and you want to challenge me to that, there are many episodes to go back on to challenge me on whether I burped on
It was probably edited out.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let them go back anyway. And Brian, how can they go back and figure this out?
The easiest way, Mark, is to go over to www. What?
The Time Machine.
The Time Machine.
That's
That's
how you
right.
go back.
The Wayback Machine.
That's right. Well, Sherman.
Quiet you.
Quiet you. Another outburst like that, and you're going to get a smack. They can go to www.3gdpodcast.com. That's www.3gdpodcast.com. And as Mark said, you'll be able to find all of our past episodes there, along with one-click buttons where you can easily subscribe to us if you haven't already. Hit one of those buttons to the podcast platform of your choice, and you will never miss an upcoming episode. Also at the website, if you could, there is a spot where you could easily rate and review the show. A 5-star rating and a review go a long, long way to help push us a little bit further forward from the rest of the podcasting pack. And most importantly, it makes it easier for others to find us while they're searching. Our email is also linked there, along with our social media presences. We can be found at Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, and our audio can be found weekly on YouTube as well. And we also have a Ko-fi page, which can be linked at the website. You can find the little spot that says support us. And if you would be so kind, you might consider making a small donation to help keep the show going, because as we say, podcasting is not cheap. So with that, I just want to say, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving out there. Thank you so much for listening. And back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, gentlemen, and thank you, everybody out there who listened tonight, who have been listening to us these past 6 years. We're coming up on our 7th year soon. My God, so much to look forward to, including another episode next week for our holiday season that probably has nothing to do with the holiday.
Probably not.
But we will have an annual holiday special coming your way. It's in the works now. I'm very excited for that. So keep on listening, and thank you as always for tuning in. Until next time, for Three Geeky Dads, I am Mark.
I'm Derek.
I'm Brian.
I'm Tito.
Saying good night, and keep watching the skies, unless you're looking for rodeo clowns, because you're not going to see any.
Wow.
Movie.
You might see Tom Waits on our next next episode.
You might see Tom Waits in the sky with diamonds.
The Scorsese's next documentary.
Is that Tom Waits?
Or Luke Skywalker.
Sounds
John
like Bob
Lennon.
Dylan. Oh, John Lennon. Oh, okay. That was Bob Dylan. Wait, are you doing Luke Skywalker?
John Lennon.
John Lennon.
They sounded very
John
similar.
Lennon Skywalker.
John Lennon almost played Luke Skywalker.
Give peace a chance.
John Lennon almost did the voice of the Joker and they made it serious. But he was
So
dead.
close, yeah.
He was the original first choice.
Hello, Batman. I'm the Joker.
Oh, what a great theory.
And Yoko Ono will be
Mark
Catwoman.
Hamill killed Mark Hamill. Was the one that actually killed John.
Mark Hamill Chapman.
Mark Hamill Chapman was the real killer of John Lennon.
Wow.
Because he didn't want to do he wanted that Joker role for himself.
Yeah.
Stay tuned next season for 3 geeky conspiracy theories.
And a Tito.
And a Tito.
And a Tito.
Is Tito actually here, though? I don't know.
Yeah.
Has Tito ever been here?
Yeah, but wait till you hear about Tom Waits.
Is he really Puerto Rican?
Guys, Tito died
Panamanian.
12 years ago.
Panamanian, yeah.
Be sure and tell him Tito sent you.
Imagine if my car just disappeared. That's why you guys, I'm always the last one to drive away.
That's
Because I'm not actually
Gonna go back to the underworld.
Yeah.
His car just like goes back down to the ground.
You think I'm looking for a cool song?
No,
It's
it's
his own
his
fault.
chill. He's blameless. He's not blameless, but she freaking
Tupac tried to warn him.
for real. Oh yeah.
The guys that touch the little girls, you don't have a problem with. But it's the
What guys that
the,
touch
the ladies with the
little girl?
alopecia you have the problem with.
It's not because
Why
she's
don't
bald.
I hear anything? Now I hear everything.
Bald. It's because didn't she like bang one of Will Smith's kids like rapper friends?
Yeah.
That was all like part of their.
Well, and they had like an open they have an open marriage.
And then everybody has to fucking feel bad for her.
But
Fuck
yeah,
that
I mean,
shit.
if you're super famous like
I mean,
that,
I don't feel bad for her.
no,
I don't feel bad for
If you're
her.
super
I don't
famous,
like her.
if you're a
has
super
millions of
famous
dollars.
person and you decide you're going to have an open marriage, like
Right.
you should be expecting that everybody's going to jump on that. They're going to make comments. Like,
He's like digging
Maybe
in.
back in the Nutty Professor, but now I wouldn't jump on that with a stolen dick. That's just me. And
Nutty Professor?
I don't forgive kids who touch little children. You got to watch what you say. We're recording.
No, we're not.
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
No.
We recorded your small cock talk. Or
He's gonna edit
small
that out.
cock talk. Yeah.
He's gonna. Edit
I
it.
don't forgive them either.
Did I say forgive?
You
Yeah,
said-
who
I said you're okay with.
I'm not okay
Who did you say
with
he was
it.
okay with though?
The guys who touch the little kids.
I'm not okay.
Just in
The
general?
Polanskis and the what's the other guy?
I'm not
the
okay
glasses,
with Roman.
the terrible guy.
Roman Polanski. You
He
got to narrow
sucks.
that
All
down.
his movies stink. Woody Allen.
Oh,
Yeah.
You don't like a single Woody Allen movie. There's not one that he's.
You
made
know
that-
what? I've probably seen 2.
Which one?
I
have you
knew
seen?
at a young age that like he just wasn't for me.
he just wasn't in my
That's just because you
ballpark.
didn't understand, being neurotic.
Yeah, you're
No,
not neurotic.
now you're an
what do you
adult.
mean?
Or Jewish.
So what are the two that you saw?
If you were Jewish and neurotic. you can
Bananas?
see-
What's the one with the where they open the cookie store?
Take
next
the
to
money and
bank?
run.
Small criminal. I mean, not
Small
small
time
criminal.
crooks.
Small time crooks.
Oh, that's a
Small
terrible
time
one.
Crooks?
I don't like that one.
I like that. What's her
see,
name's in it? Tracy Ullman. I like her.
I love Tracy Ullman.
I do like Tracy
And the other
Ullman.
one I saw, I can't
That's a
remember
Michael
what it's called,
Rappaport one.
Oh God.
but
Newer-
it's
newer
Will
one.
Ferrell. I think 2005 or something.
Oh, Celebrity.
No, it's Will Ferrell, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Radha Mitchell, and it's 2 different stories. It's the same story, but from 2 different perspectives: a dramatic perspective and a comedic perspective.
So you haven't watched any of his good movies.
Can you
That's
turn
why.
that off, Mark? I'm hearing the
How? I forget. Oh, you gotta.
Yeah, I don't have it
Just
in.
tap
I
it
don't
in.
know.
He's
I
got a
think
few
my
good
leading
ones.
Cat
ladies
Boy.
look
Turn it
like
up. I'm
ladies.
not sure.
Bullets Over Broadway is really good.
Yeah.
Bullets Over Broadway. He's not in it either.
never
That-
seen
Tito,
it.
can you turn that off?
What was the murder?
How do you turn this
I
off?
thought he
Oh,
was doing it.
I got it.
Yeah.
What was the murder one? The
never
All
worked
right,
again.
I'm in it. You gotta touch it 3 times.
It's gone forever. now.
Manhattan Murder Mystery.
that's the one.
Manhattan
That's
Murder
what I
Mystery.
meant. Not
That's
Bullets Over
great.
Smashed
Broadway.
it.
Mark, can you turn this off?
I'll turn it
Hey,
off.
watch Jack.
Just give me a hammer. I'll turn it off. Yeah, I missed the boat on him. I'm probably not gonna go back
You don't have to go.
because there's
back.
other people I've missed the boat that I'm trying to see.
It's all right.
You know,
You don't have to do it. Not on my account.
I wasn't planning.
I didn't think so. Just wanted to remind you.
No, I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem.
guys ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
try to be.
We have a dad joke. We do.
We do.
All right.
Yes.
Hey guys, what do you call a cow that gets stuck in a twister?
Woody Allen. I don't know, Derek.
wow,
What do you call a cow that gets caught in a twister?
I'm going around and around.
Was that true, Woody Allen?
That's by Woody Allen.
Pretty good.
I'm stuck in a twister here.
You know, that's Mark Wahlberg. You totally went Mark Wahlberg.
Well,
So, yeah, what?
All right. Hey guys, what do you call a cow that gets stuck in a twister?
I have no idea what. Oh, we have fun, don't we?
We try.
We try.
We
Do you-
try.
What do you mean we try? It's natural.